known as Dr. B, and I am so excited to be a featured speaker for the Black CEO Iconic 2021 conference. I have a treat for you. I'm going to be discussing how to write your own chapters, how not to let your past dictate your future. How many of you are going to work every day dealing with imposter syndrome? You know what I'm talking about. Going to those corner offices, knowing that you're dealing with some deep, dark secrets that no one else knows about, but those secrets are holding you back from living your best life, holding you back from reaching your fullest potential. Well, I'm going to share some tips on how the first speakers to speak to you on this topic. I need for you to vote for me. I need for you to text the keyword Dr. Bridget to 773-207-3400. Again, text the keyword Dr. 400. I want to help you find your authentic self. I want you to live your best life. Again, this is Dr. B. I cannot wait to see you at the Black CEO Iconic 2021 conference.
Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Success International and founder of Boss Mom University, where we grind differently. And I am so elated. I am one of the keynote speakers for the BlackCEO 2021 Iconic, and I cannot wait. Let's ignite your success. So many times we are stuck trying to birth what it is that the Father has in us. We're stuck trying to figure out, well, what am I called to do? And not only what am I called to do, how do I get there? How do I make this dream become a reality? And I want to leave you with just a taste of the 4 things that I'll be discussing at the BlackCEO 2021 Iconic. So here are the 4 Ds, so make sure you get your pen and paper. Number 1, you have to discover yourself. I mean, I can't tell you how many times people start a business and they can't even really get their brand voice because they're not authentic. Why? They don't understand who they are, nor who they're called to serve. So who are you? How do you discover yourself? What do you need to do to make sure that your brand and your voice is authentic to you and your business? Number two, you have to develop your vision. I always say visualization without limitation. So many times we stifle our vision based off of what we see or cannot see. But as a child, anything, and listen, that imagination is off the charts. They can create anything out of nothing. Why? Because they let their creativity flow. So how do you develop your vision? What are the things that you need to develop the vision that is inside of you? And then number 3, after you have discovered yourself and you developed your vision, now you have to say, you have to determine your needs. Well, what do I need to bring this vision to life? To get me from point A to point B, what is missing? What is the in-between that I need to be able to make this come to pass and no longer sit on a piece of paper anymore? And number 4, the last, but one of the most important, is dominate your destiny. This is where I give you the tools and strategies and tips in order to implement. So many of us can plan, but boy, do we suck at execution. Let's be honest. But implementation is where we make that vision come to life off of the paper. And in 2021, it's not time to be hidden anymore in plain sight. It's not the time to build other people's visions and dreams while yours lay by the wayside and die. It is time for you, yes, you, to birth that vision and no longer be hidden. So I want you to go ahead and vote for me for BlackCEO Iconic Speaker of the Year at IOKA. Text IOKA, AHYOKA, to 773-207-3400. Again, vote for me as the Black and Iconic Speaker of the Year. Text IOKA, AHYOKA, to 773-207-3400. And I cannot wait to see you there so I too can show you how to no longer be hidden in plain sight. Enjoy your day. It's your girl Ayoka, CEO of Streamline Success International and founder of Boss Mom University, where we grind differently. It's time for you to ignite, streamline your vision, and ignite your success. Bye.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. Cause it's special
is your world just okay? I mean, like, your family is okay, your job is okay, your world is literally okay, but you're sitting there watching others see their dreams come true and realize their visions, and you have literally achieved at being okay. I call you not to be conformed to this world, but transformed by the renewing of your mind, and put on your crown and reign over your own destiny. I'm telling you, as Andrea, the chocolate butterfly, the CEO transformer, that your caterpillar stage is over. It is time for you, yes, you, to become the Black iconic king and queen that you have been called to be. So I'm asking you to join me at the Black Iconic Virtual Conference as I share 3 secrets that will take you from vision to victory. Please vote for BU Butterfly at www.blackauditions.com. That's BU Butterfly, where you crawl, walk, and fly at www.blackauditions.com.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
How many of you have ever woken up with a plan for your day? Like, you knew what you were going to wear, what time you're going to get to work, what you were going to have for dinner. You may have even known how you were going to feel once you accomplish all of that. Now, how many of you have also had a plan only to see it be derailed by some unforeseen circumstance beyond your control? Like, ladies, you're getting ready for work. You have a purpose. You're moving. And your significant other comes in the room and he says, "Baby, I need to talk to you about something you said last night that bothered me." And although you care very much for your relationship, something inside of you is saying, "Do we have to do this right now? I'm moving with a purpose today." Fellas, you are on your way to work. You usually take the scenic route. But today you're moving with purpose. You say, "I want to get there a little bit earlier. I'm going to hop on the interstate." As soon as you hop on it, boom, standstill traffic due to an accident. You scream the F word louder than you've ever screamed it in your life. But I want to tell you something. These may seem like small situations, but this is what life will do to us. We will have a plan, we will have a purpose, and something beyond our control will try to derail us. And because we're human, sometimes we'll allow that to let us spiral downhill. Now, my name is Anthony Johnson. I'm a life coach and leadership consultant. I also have 18 plus years of military experience in the Army and the Air Force. And that experience has allowed me to be in situations where I've had to create plans with an intended purpose. I've also been in many situations where I've seen that plan derailed by something beyond my control. Now, that's what I want to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you about how we can avoid that. Because if we allow ourselves to spiral, it can have detrimental effects to our life, to our family, to our job. And we don't want that to happen. Now, as I told you, I have 18 years of military experience. Most of us have heard about Hurricane Katrina that devastated New Orleans. Now, at the time I was in the Army, I went down in New Orleans to help out with search and rescue and security. I was there for a purpose, to serve a humanitarian mission. But something happened that tried to derail me from my purpose. I had a conversation with my mother on the phone one day. It was a routine call. She was just calling to see how I was doing. But my mother said something to me at the end of that call that stopped me in my tracks. She said, "I spoke to your father today. He told me to tell you hi." Now, I have no animosity towards my father. We never had the best relationship. And in my mid-20s at that time, I had thought I resolved all my issues with the man. But when she said that to me, it infuriated me. One, I was like, why can't he call me? He has my number. And two, why would you relay that message to me as my mother and not address it with my father? I ended the call, but it messed up my entire day. It took me away from my purpose for being there. I was no longer functional to serve. But I made a choice. I called my father on the phone that night. We had a long conversation about everything that I felt. I got everything off my chest. Told him how I felt about the history of our relationship and what I would like to see it be moving forward. And for the first time in my life, I listened to my father. I let him tell his side of the story without judgment. And it freed me. It freed me from all the things that I was feeling. And I'm thankful for it. And that's what we're going to start to do. We're going to start to take the things that try to derail us and we're going to repurpose them. We're no longer going to let things steer us away from our purpose, things that we can't control, because we have a choice. We are in control. You get into an argument with your significant other, we're going to learn how to shake that off, because your purpose that morning is to be present for your children. You get laid off from your job, you're going to shake it off because your purpose is to show your family what perseverance looks like. We're going to learn how to do that. No longer will we be derailed from our purpose. And if you're watching this, part of your purpose is to vote for me. And you can do that by texting Anthony to 773-207-3400. That's texting Anthony to 773-207-3400. Don't let anything derail you from your purpose.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the starter staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hey yo, what up though? It's your boy B-Rad Inspires, Brad Butler II. Listen, I am super excited right now. You've heard me. I am super excited right now to have the opportunity to invite you to come listen to my keynote presentation. It's called From Special Ed to Special Guest, and it's all about my journey how I went from a special ed kid stuck in the system for 10 years to how I fought through the system and got to where I am now. A business owner, motivational speaker, author, student advocate, and a coach. So listen, I am asking you to take a little bit of time to come take this journey with me, right? In this presentation, I'm gonna go over my 3 principles. So the first one is from IEPs to degrees. I'm gonna take you on that journey, right? And then the second one is from negative $16,000, right? Take you on that journey about how I'll bounce back from that. And then my last one is the ABCs for success, right? Foolproof plan to take anybody from where they're at to make their dreams become a reality. All right, so listen, I'm looking forward to seeing you, right? Having you in the audience, right? While I'm on stage delivering this keynote. I can't wait for you to be there. I can't wait to see your faces. So listen, please make sure you make the time to be there. You're not gonna wanna miss this one. So listen, it's your boy Brad, B-Rad Butler II, and I encourage every last one of you to make your next day your best day. Peace. I'll see you on stage.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the starter staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hello and greetings. This is Belinda Wright Jones, also known as Coach B. Wright Jones, coming to you at this time. I'm super excited that I am going to be a part of the BlackCEO 2021 Iconic Conference. Yes, I am going to be one of the keynote speakers, and my topic is developing the iconic leader within. Developing the iconic leader within. Iconic is the acronym for integrity, character, open to God's leading, never letting fear get in the way, inspiring others, and committed to your calling. Many times we are so caught up with things on the outside. looking the part and, having everything just right. But what's happening on the inside? That's what's so important. Both are important, the inner and outer. But many times, if we neglect what's happening on the inside, if we're not developing that inner man so that we will be a person of integrity and character, that we will have a sense of humility, that we won't allow, our emotions to lead and guide us in making decisions, but that we will be a leader that's fair. It's so important to develop that inner man. So I'm going to be speaking on that, and I'm going to be sharing a number of things regarding developing that iconic leader within. If you're interested in hearing more about what I have to say, I'm going to ask that you vote for me. If you can vote for me by texting the keyword, which is my first name, Belinda, BULINDA, text that to 773-207-3400. Again, that's 773-207-3400. I wanted to thank you in advance for your vote. And I wanted to tell you, as always, remember to keep looking up. Have an amazing rest of the day. And thank you again.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the starter staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hi, I'm Carol Maletta, and I am thrilled to be speaking at the upcoming BlackCEO Iconic Digital Summit. I am a parenting strategist and consultant, and when frustrated and discouraged parents work with me, they get their joy back. We create a parenting style that complements the personality of their child, restores order in the home, so moms and dads can breathe and the child can break through to reach its full potential. I am creator of the Parenting 411, a platform where, aside from private consultations, I engage with parents through workshops, webinars, and the popular Parenting 411 radio show. In everything that I do, I am committed to delivering information parents need from sources they can trust. In 2019, I was named the DC Mother of the Year by American Mothers Incorporated. And that brings me to the title of my talk at the summit, Scaling Up from Marketing Manager to Mother of the Year. Now, I was no overnight sensation. A lot happened between point A and point B, and I share that as part of my 5-point master plan for scaling up, even as you're raising your children. It's all based on my belief that confident, capable, and courageous children grow up to be adults who are prepared to meet the challenges that life throws at them and change the world with their gifts. And this can only happen with parents who are present and attuned to their temperaments, their challenges, as well as their talents and gifts. And that's what we're going to talk about, most importantly about connection, because at the core of it all is connection, and that is the cornerstone of parenting. I will share with you 2 of my strategies for staying connected while you're scaling up. Now, in the meantime, I'd love it if you'd follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at the Parenting 411. And there's one more thing I need to tell you. I want you to vote for me. So what I need you to do is text Carol, C-A-R-O-L, to 773-207-3400. Again, you text the keyword Carol, C-A-R-O-L, to 773-207-3400. I can't wait to see you at the summit.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the starter staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hey, I'm Christine Roebuck, and I'm a keynote speaker for the Black CEO Iconic 2021, and I'm excited about it. I'm going to be doing a talk on money is the answer to everything. Being broke is not the answer to anything, so get out of debt right now. If you're one of those people who don't have a plan, how to do that. If you do not have a clear vision, I'm going to show you how to sharpen your vision regarding your finances. If you don't have a written spending plan, you don't know what your numbers are, I'm going to help you with that. If you're one of those individuals who's constantly saying, I'm always going to be broke and I can't make ends meet, then I am going to help you to change the way that you speak about your finances. So I need you to vote for me. I need you to go to 773-207-3400. Text the key phrase, Christine. The key word is Christine. Text to 773-207-3400 because I would love for you to meet me on stage as I talk about how money is the answer to everything and being broke is not the answer to anything. So get out of debt right now. Imagine what you could do if you were not in debt and you had a clear path to financial freedom. You know, the things that you could accomplish, the goals that you have dreamed about, how you could actually meet those goals, how you could possibly invest more, how you could give more, how you could save more. Meet me on stage, Christine Roebuck, and I really need you to vote for me, 773-207-3400, and the phrase is Christine. Please text there, vote for me, vote for me.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hey everyone, Danny right here, and I'm excited to be talking to some fellow icons right now. But I have a question for you. Did you know that your pain can hold you back from walking in your purpose? Did you know that your pain can keep you from having power? Well, I want to help you. That's right. I've had some really painful situations in my life. It took me really taking a deep dive to understand I can have power in my pain. And I want to help you also convert the pain of your past into power so you can walk boldly in your purpose. How? How are you going to do this? Well, let me show you. Number 1, through faith. 2, through focus. 3, through moving forward. And 4, through finishing. Now, while I can't give you all the keys and all the details right now, I will let you know the 4 keys. And there's a 5th one, but I'm not going to give that to you just yet. You got to tune in at the conference to get all 5 keys. But let me just tell you this. It's going to take faith. It's going to take focus. It's going to take you moving forward. And it's going to take you finishing some things. And those are 4 of the 5 keys to convert your pain into personal power, to walk boldly in your purpose. So, if you're ready, if you've been holding on to some things and you need to learn how to let it go, join me. Join me at the conference and let me help you learn the things that helped me convert my pain into power. To vote for me, text the keyword Danielle, DANIELLE, to 773-207-3400.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that
Hello everybody, my name is Darnell Rice. I am the CEO and founder of Embrace. Embrace is a program where we target rape and sexual violence in communities of color. The CDC states that 1 in 4 girls will be sexually assaulted before the age of 18, and 1 in 6 boys will be sexually assaulted before the age of 18 as well. But guess what? In the communities of color, especially the black community, we don't talk about sexual violence. We sweep it under the rug because the thing is that we don't want to talk about it and heal. Guys, I'm gonna tell you like this. As a survivor, I'm always seeking healing and restoration. I'm here for my people, especially my people of color. Keyword Darnell, 773-207-3400. Let's go. I will see you on the other side. Let's go. Let's heal.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star staring back up in the mirror. Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Blessings to you and thank you for joining me in this session today. You know, as it relates to inspiration, as it relates to being motivated, we've been in a season over the last several years, a phase or even an era of being challenged to know our why. We have been challenged to have a why. But listen, your why will die if there's no how. Your why will die if you don't know how. See, I'm a man of faith, and the scriptures record Jesus as a miracle worker and when he heals a blind man. But listen though, the first touch gives the man his sight. Jesus asked him, do you see anything? And he says, I see men, but they're walking around, they look like trees. He touches him a second time and has him to look around, and now he sees everyone clearly. He went from blindness to sight to clarity. And the process is the same for you and me. We have to go from blindness to sight to clarity. Now, I believe you joined in this session right here today with me because you have already come out of your blindness phase. You're no longer operate in trade and production and greatness and wealth. You've already had your first touch. But the problem is all you have is vision. Vision is powerful. You've done vision casting. You've done vision planning. You have a vision statement. But the problem is not vision. The problem is visibility. That means it's time for the second touch. So even after coming out of blindness, you will still stumble around if what you do see is not clear. Even after coming out of blindness, you will still stumble through life if what you do see still isn't clear. This is what happens when visibility hurts vision. Your vision is your why. Visibility is your how. You have a destination, but the directions aren't clear. You have potential, but the process isn't clear. You have vision, but visibility is limited. Now, 3 things have happened since you've joined me in this session right here. Number 1, you've been educated. Number 2, you've been encouraged. And number 3, you've been challenged. So I believe that you're ready to open this thing up to a whole nother level. Let's unpack this idea when visibility hurts vision. And join me at the BlackCEO Iconic, and also vote for me by texting keyword Darrell, DARRELL, to 773-207-3400. Again, text keyword Darrell to 773-207-3400. And I look forward to seeing you at the BlackCEO Iconic.
Hey everybody, it is Davina L. Coleman, and I am so excited to provide you with a sneak peek for the BlackCEO 2021 Iconic Conference of my keynote, Embracing Genesis, Move Your Vision to Reality. So for 20 minutes, when you jump into my room, you're going to learn a couple of things. The first thing you got to learn is this number, 86,400. Well, 86,400, what is that, Davina? I am so glad that y'all asked. I almost said, bro, I'm so glad. But y'all, I'm so glad that y'all asked. 86,400 is the amount of seconds that we have been blessed with on a daily basis. We have 86,400 seconds to produce opportunities. We got 86,400 seconds to create something new every single day. You guys, you get this concept of time? When you think about time, you got to ask yourself, is time an asset or is it a liability for me? Am I capitalizing on time like I should so that I can move my vision to reality, so that I can embrace my genesis? When you embrace your genesis, you're embracing your willingness to begin something new. You embrace your willingness to say, hey, I had this vision and I know I'm capable of producing it. I'm tired of the self-doubt. I'm tired of my naysayers. I'm tired of my inner critic. I'm ready to make something happen for my life. But in order to make it happen for your life, you got to take charge of the 86,400 seconds that you're given on a daily basis. So as we move through the keynote, after we leave the concept of time, we begin to talk about embracing your visions. I love this topic. There's a quote that says that if you fail to produce what you see, if you fail to believe in what you see, then you have failed to produce what you imagine. Y'all get that. If you fail to believe in what you see, you will fail to produce what you imagine. And so as we're talking about embracing vision, we're going to get into this concept of what do you see in your mind? What do we need to move to reality? Because here is our reality, guys. Sometimes we have our daydreams. And when our daydreams don't happen, our true visions become victim to that daydream that didn't happen. So we're going to take some time to distinguish what is a vision from a daydream, which is highly important for us. And then we're going to shift into embracing prioritizing. We're going to have that conversation about what are the key roles that you're playing. And how are you investing in those key roles? Because every role that you play, it comes with a competing priority. So I need you to know what are the roles that you are playing so that we can move to this thing that we call balance, right? And then we're going to wrap it up with embracing planning. And when we go into embracing planning, we're going to talk about two different types of planners. One is the move, get out the way planner, and the other one is the slow and steady wins the race. And you're going to identify which planner are you. That way you'll know how you move upon this earth and what are some of the benefits of that planning style and what are some of your downfalls. Because sometimes when we know our let me put it this way. You got to know your weaknesses greater than your strengths. Because when you know what your weaknesses are, you'll be able to compensate for that with your strengths, right? And so we're going to talk about embracing your planet. I'm going to introduce you to the time matrix and I'm going to teach it to you. And then we're going to wrap it up. And I'm going to offer you something on my website, embracinggenesis.com, to help you kind of get started, to kind of move you in the right direction as you're embracing your genesis and you move your vision to reality. And so if this topic you find interesting to you and you want to know more about it, I need you to vote for me. Yes, I need you to vote. So to vote for me, I need you to text the keyword Davina. D-A-V-I-N-A. Again, that's D-A-V-I-N-A. Text the keyword Davina to 773-207-3400. Again, to vote for me, you're going to text the keyword Davina, D-A-V-I-N-A, to 773-207-3400. Looking forward to connecting with you guys at the end of February at the BlackCEO 2021 Iconic Conference. I am Davina L. Coleman. I will be your presenter for the keynote, Embracing Genesis, Move Your Vision to Reality. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
When you think of iconic, you think of people that have changed the way we do business. You think about the transformation that has come before us. And oh my goodness, that is what you're going to find in More to Life Consultants. I am Dawn Stargell Moore, founder and CEO of More to Life Consultants, and we are excited to be represented today at the iconic BlackCEO, our leadership assessment and coaching curriculum. We have leadership assessments such as this, which allow you to tap into each individual and understand how they operate, and then how to package those synergies to also offer virtual models such as real talk and effective communication, generational differences, and change management, which are modular virtual learning sessions to allow the team to share and gain from each other. We also offer individual coaching sessions. More to Life is the organization that you want to tap into. We are looking forward into the organization and what gets you up and gets you excited each and every day. Are you ready to make every moment count? I am the head of an amazing executive, career, and life coaching organization where we've got coaches that are ready to assist you and helping you discover your purpose. Our sweet spot is working with organizations and individuals that are looking to tap into their purpose, to improve their quality of life, to enhance their performance, and to move to the next level. Now, it's not going to be easy because ultimately you've got to do the work to tap into your purpose. So, again, I ask, are you walking in purpose? Are you living in purpose? Are you ready to get comfortable being uncomfortable? Are you recognizing that you are worth the investment? Are you ready to make each and every moment count? And if your answer is yes, then I'm looking forward to connecting with you. You're excited and you're ready to do business with More to Life Consultants. I want you to text the keyword DAWN, D-A-W-N, to 773-207-3400. I know we're ready to be iconic and hope you are as well. Again, that's text the letter keyword to DAWN, D-A-W-N, to 773-207-3400. You may reach More to Life Consultants at m2lifeconsultants.com. And remember, life changes in the blink of an eye. So live your best life on purpose. Again, Dawn Stargell Moore, founder, CEO of More to Life Consultants. You may reach us on Instagram and Facebook at Stargell Moore, and we're looking forward to connecting with you. Have a great day.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Greetings. I am Dr. Daphne Clark Hudson, Why and Soul Purpose Consultant. I am so excited to be part of this BlackCEO Iconic Conference. And I want to speak to you briefly about my unique value to this conference. You see, for my entire career, I spend my time working with my clients around their unique understanding about their universal bank account. You see, from conception, we had the advantage of an account opened to us. When we were birthed and we came onto this planet, before we took a breath, this universal bank account was stamped with our name on it. However, many of us go around our entire life without making one single withdrawal from our universal bank account. So listen, I am here today at this event because my duty is to disrupt that pattern and to get you to begin to draw from your universal bank account. You see, I am a billionaire and so are you. I hope that at the end of this event, you will be motivated and energized to begin withdrawing from your universal bank account so that you too can start to tap into your billions and billions and billions that you have lain there. I want to also point out to you that when you do not draw from your universal bank account, you leave it there unattended. And guess what? The universe is not going to be delivering unless you turn up for it. So, how do you turn up for your universal withdrawal? You begin to walk in your calling and purpose, that sole purpose that you were created for. We were not a mistake. You heard me spoke about from conception that we were having this account with our names stamped on it, and that's why you need to step up and claim your millions and your billions that is there. I know that fear, procrastination, and sometimes shame and guilt are the things that are preventing you from claiming your universal bank account. So, I'm inviting you to stay connected with me and to make sure you can take advantage. Because guess what? Our ancestors also deposited in that bank account. And over our entire life, all the things that we have been doing has been depositing, getting dividends, gaining interest. And we are sitting down, settling for mediocrity, and we are not tapping in to take full advantage of that. However, it is not too late, because that's the reason why you are here at this event. If you believe in what I'm saying, I want you to text this number to vote for me. Text the keyword Dr. Daphne to 773-207-3400. Again, keyword Dr. Daphne to 773-207-34 to vote for me. I look forward to be with you as you withdraw from your universal bank account. I am a billionaire and so are you.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hello, I am Dr. Marcia, physician, life coach, CEO of Info Bloom Health and Life Coaching, and founder of Women Ready to Move Academy. I have the honor and privilege of coaching women who feel trapped in their personal prison of life. I help them break out and finally live life without limits. Today, we are talking about becoming the X Factor. The 3 master keys to leveling up and leading. Billions of dollars are spent in the entertainment industry and in the boardroom and even the classroom trying to find people with the it factor or the X factor. But what is the X factor? The X factor is that special or elusive trait that sets you apart, that wow factor. Think of Oprah or Beyonce or LeBron. But where do you think the X factor comes from? Some may say that you're born with it, some that you're taught it, and some is from experience. These three things may contribute, but I believe their role is very small. Can I share some of my story? I was born with this birthmark on my face, this flaw, this thing that I hated coming up. It affected my self-esteem and how I showed up in the world. I wouldn't give eye contact. I wouldn't raise my hand. I was okay just kind of laying back, not being noticed. But what I was doing, I was boxing myself in. I was trapped and I was hiding. Who has felt like they've been hiding? But I learned to channel my X factor. Now I walk boldly into rooms. Now I look people in the eye and I raise my hand. So what are the three master keys in becoming the X factor? The first one is the X factor is a who and not a what. The X factor is you. You are your own X factor. When I started thinking that for myself, it was a game changer. It's changed how I thought about myself, how I saw challenges in front of me. Listen, stop looking for someone to swoop in and live your life for you, to make your decisions for you. No one's coming. It's all inside of you. The second master key, level up your belief in your X factor. Focus more on what you believe about yourself and less about what others believe about you. How much time do you think LeBron spends questioning his belief in himself? Enough said. The third master key is take bold action. What you do or don't do will make all of the difference. Go do the damn thing. Stop talking yourself out of it. This will be the difference between you being expendable and you being exceptional. Which one do you want to be? Water boy or MVP? When you believe you are the X factor, there is nothing you cannot do or be. Your people, those who are here for you to serve and lead, they are waiting on you to be great. So it's go time. It's time to get in the game. It's time to take the last shot. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Before you go, please vote for me to be your 2021 Iconic Speaker of the Year by texting the word Marcia, M-A-R-C-E-A, to 773-207-3400. Again, that number is 773-207-3400. The code word or the keyword is Marcia, M-A-R-C-E for exceptional A. Thank you and have a great day.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
So, I have a question for you. How do you learn to live again after you've died? Now, I realize that's a pretty counterintuitive question, but it's one that I had to answer for myself. See, on March 23rd, 2018, I had a widowmaker heart attack, and for all intents and purposes, I had died. But thankfully, I recovered. But complications resulting from that heart attack left me paralyzed from the waist down and a bilateral lower limb amputee. At the age of 45, I had to rethink, reimagine, and re-envision every plan and dream I had for my life, if I was going to live again. So when I asked the question, It is not a question I ask in theory. It is a question for which I had to find the answers for myself. Now, while my situation might be unique, the problems, the solutions that come out of my story aren't. Because at some point in all of our lives, we have come across problems or obstacles that we didn't think that we could overcome, but we did. So for my signature talk, I am going to share with you the 7 principles of the Resilience Roadmap. These are the 7 principles that got me from lying on my deathbed to living my best life, even now. So, if you want to vote for me, text the keyword Chantrice, spelled CHANTRISE, to 773-207-3400. Let me show you how you can have the best bounce back of your life. I'm living proof that it can be done.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the starter staring back up in the mirror. Does it special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
We already know that we have to make sacrifices on our journey to success. The problem lies in what we are choosing to sacrifice. Hi, I'm Eva Medilek, and I'm here to tell you that you don't have to sacrifice everything, but you are going to have to sacrifice some things. The truth is, we've been sacrificing the wrong things. We've been sold on the idea that we could be it all, do it all, and have it all. And when you buy into that idea, you're setting yourself up to fail. So we're already making sacrifices in order to have it all. However, most of us have sacrificed too much. Most of us have sacrificed the wrong things, the things that are important to us, and it's hurting us in the long run. So, how do you determine what the right things are to sacrifice in order to be successful? Well, for one, you're going to have to give up making stupid decisions. You're going to have to give up wasting time. You're going to have to give up your distractions. You're going to have to give up being lazy. And you're going to have to give up the blame game and take radical responsibility for your own choices. You see, most coaches and motivational speakers will sell you the approach that you can have it all. But let's be honest here. The truth is that you can't. And when you try to have it all, you end up risking the possibility of losing it all. So you want to try to find ways to have balance in your life, right? We're all we hear these days of work-life balance. How do I get work-life balance? Well, let me tell you, balance is not equal. You want to have that successful career, you want to make more money, you want to have good health, and you want to have happy, healthy relationships, right? But in your attempt to have all of those things, all the time that you focus on just one of those things, all of the others suffer. And then when you try to focus on having all of those things at once, you end up doing too much and you suffer. So here's what's happening. In your attempt to have it all, you end up sacrificing the very things that are important to you. And those things are important. We don't want to give up those things. You see, you actually are sacrificing your health, your happiness, your relationships, and your wealth in the very attempt not to sacrifice your health, your wealth, your relationships, and your happiness. By trying to have it all, be it all, do it all, you end up actually being burnt out, stressed out, overwhelmed, exhausted, moody, and frustrated. In that effort to have it all and not sacrifice anything, you end up sacrificing all of the important things. You see, I've watched people sacrifice their health in an effort to be healthy. We've all been on those fad diets that had us being miserable, right? Admit it. I've watched people sacrifice their wealth in an effort to appear wealthy. Can you really afford that car? Do you really need all of those shoes and those Louis Vuitton handbags? And I've watched people sacrifice their relationships in order to appear to have happy, healthy relationships. Is your Facebook life really that happy? Be honest here. So what's really important here? Well, what's important is establishing clear priorities and setting clear boundaries, things that you won't put up with, things that you need to let go of, protecting your values no matter what. Because how you spend your money and your time and your energy is a direct reflection of your values. When your priorities are clear, your decision making becomes so much easier and you'll no longer sacrifice the things that are important to you. So I'm excited to share with you how you can get clear on your values, your boundaries, and priorities so that you can have success without sacrificing your health, your wealth, your well-being, and your relationships in the process. So to vote for me, text the word EVA, EVA, to 773-207-3400.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hello everyone, I am Fiona James, also known as the Branding Coach, and I have been selected as a keynote speaker for this year's BlackCEO 2021 Iconic Virtual Experience, being held February the 22nd through the 28th. And I need your help in being selected as Black Iconic Speaker of the Year. It is an easy process. To vote for me, simply text Fiona to 773-207-3400. Again, text Fiona to 773-207-3400. Thank you so much in advance for your support and your vote. And I look forward to seeing you at this year's BlackCEO 2021 Iconic Virtual Experience.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
What's up, what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? Hey, what's up, what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? Hey, I am Glendora Devine, licensed professional counselor, board certified telemental health provider, and I'm coming to you live from the Terror Dome. Yes, this is where it goes down up in here. What goes down? Well, building, scaling, and growing in telemental health. What? Telemental health. That's right, telemental health. It's that fun. It is. I make it that fun. Listen, what I do is help clinicians build, scale, and grow in telemental health. So if you are a mental health clinician, then yes, I am talking to you. If you are a mental health clinician, yes, I am talking to you. I want to help you build in private practice or group practice using telemental health. Yeah, I want to help you make sure you have all the things you need to start it off the best way and the most economical way and get started. If you already started, I want to help you infuse what you already have going on. Yeah, that's my whole point. I want to help you just really build your business in telemental health. Now, if you already got that part down, what about the scaling? So the scaling is all about me helping you understand the rules and regulations that have been put out here by our state and federal government and our ethical codes. Yeah, I am certified in telemental health, and I'm able to give you CEs. Yes, 6 hours. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 6 hours. And they are approved by NBCC as well as the LPCA of Georgia. Yes. So get your CEs and understand the rules and the regulations as well as the standards that we must follow as clinicians in telemental health. What? Yes. Now let's talk about that growing. Yeah, remember me, Glendora Divine. Want to help you build, scale, and grow in telemental health. The growth is all about marketing. Brand yourself. Brand yourself as a clinician. It's a lot. It's a lot being an entrepreneur and a clinician. Two separate hats. You got to put both of them on. You really, really do, okay? So you got to keep them separated as well. So I really want to help you understand how to market yourself and stay visible. Yes, stay visible. Show your confidence because you are competent in telemental health, especially if you're rocking with me. So before I go, I just want to make sure that you get an opportunity to vote and vote for me for the Black Iconic Speaker of the Year. All you have to do is text Glendora to 770-207-3400. That's right. Text Glendora to 770-207-3400. And remember, I am the therapist that will help you build, scale, and grow in telemental health if you are a mental health clinician. Yes.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hi, I'm Glodine Champion, business transformation leader and coach, and I want to talk to you about love. I know, you're probably thinking, what's love got to do with business, right? Well, a lot. Let's see, some of you might be starting your own businesses, right? Which means it's up to you to do everything. It's overwhelming. And all it takes is for you to get your first client before you're really ready, and you wind up building the plane, the proverbial plane, if you will, while it's in flight. And then before you know it, you're so busy that every new client you get forces you to reinvent the wheel because you don't remember how you did it the first time or even the last time. Because in your mind, you're not a business person. You just do what you do. You get clients, you make money, but you barely have time to enjoy life or sleep because you're always working. And when you really think about it, the money, is it what you want, or is it just enough to get by? Or maybe you've been in business for years, right? You have employees. A few of them are really good, but the others are subpar because you can't really afford to pay for what you truly need. So you wind up doing the heavy lifting, and you're not just building one proverbial plane. You've got 5 different models going while they're in the air. You don't even know what life is outside of your business. Sleep? Who needs sleep? Your profits are good, but they're not where you want them to be. Or maybe you've achieved everything that you've dreamed of. Business is taking off. You've got new clients, or you get regular clients. Revenue is increasing. You have a team to help you out. Things are great. And then one day you realize profit margins aren't matching up. You've got a lot of work, but your team can't handle it. So now you're working 12-hour days, 7 days a week. More clients equal more work, but profits seem to remain the same. You made $2 million last year, and you set a goal of $5 million this year. The problem is, if someone asked you how you made those $2 million, you probably couldn't tell them. Not definitively, at least. So now your plane can't even get off the ground. Sound familiar? I know. As a Six Sigma Black Belt leader, educator, and coach with over 20 years of corporate and academic experience, I can't say I've seen it all, but I've seen enough. And I know what's making you happy, as well as what's keeping you up at night. But I also know what's not always clear to you is the reality of your current situation. And the larger your organization, the more opaque your reality becomes because you don't know what you can't see or how it's impacting the bottom line. What's missing? Love. I created the Love Method to help business leaders like you learn, listen, and lead open-mindedly with vulnerability and empathy. And together, we work on what's working and not working in your organization from top to bottom. We find ways of capitalizing on what's working and identify the root cause of what's not working. And I can tell you, the root cause in almost every situation stems from poor communication, non-existent accountability, and the absence of repeatable, measurable, and sustainable processes. My love method meets you where you are and then enables you to tap into your personal strengths, capitalize on your weaknesses, and leverage your humanity to build stronger relationships and partnerships. You learn how to build or grow with efficiency, increase productivity so that you can establish sustainable, measurable, and repeatable goals that lead to increased profitability. So, what's love got to do with business? Everything, and that's what I want to talk to you about. But to vote for me, text the keyword Glodine to 773-207-3400. Take care.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
What's going on, everyone? Listen, my name is Ivan Thomas, serial entrepreneur, celebrity publicist, author, and motivational speaker, also known as Mr. Defy Gravity, and I'm so excited to be a part of this year's BlackCEO 2021 Iconic Digital Summit. And guess who's going to be one of the keynote speakers? Yeah, this handsome brother right here, Ivan Thomas, Mr. Defy Gravity, is going to be one of the keynote speakers, and what I'm going to be talking to you all about is how to defy gravity in your personal lives and in your businesses. I want 2021 to be the best year of your life. All right? So I don't have to tell you how crazy and how devastating the year 2020 was, not only for people in this country, but across the world. But in particular, it took a heavy toll on Black entrepreneurs. But the fortunate thing about it is if you are here right now watching this video, that means you survived, that means you're blessed. If you're a business owner that still even has one client, that means you survived. Like my dad used to tell me, in order to get business, you must stay in business. So in 2021, regardless of where you're at, we're going to turn this thing around. All right? So when it comes to defying gravity, that means overcoming all obstacles, all hindrances in your way so that you can launch into another stratosphere with your life and in your business. All right? But like a lot of people try to say, separate your personal from the business. You can't do that, all right? I've studied, many of the top CEOs and entrepreneurs, and if you ain't got your personal life right, it's gonna spill over into your business and it's gonna mess you up, all right? So what I want you to do is focus on your inner self so that you can be prepared for success. All right, so here's what I'm going to be talking to you all about. I'm going to be sharing key strategies, powerful strategies for how you can elevate your lives. I'm going to show you how I made 2020 the most successful year in business ever for myself despite coronavirus. I'm also going to share with you how many of the world's top CEOs perform at optimal levels, okay? And the way we do that is by taking personal accountability. So if you haven't achieved the level of success that you desire at this point, it's your fault. And I know that sounds harsh, but what we're going to do is we're going to blame ourselves and we're going to stop lying to ourselves, because you know if you haven't been putting in the work, you know if you don't have the amount of education and information to be a superior expert in your field. You know if you don't have the connections that you need in order to navigate in your professional atmosphere and to gain access through doors that have previously been closed off to you. Okay? You know if you're sleeping when you need to be awake. You know if you don't have the discipline. You know if you haven't applied the habits, rituals, and routines. So we are going to cover that. So we're going to stop lying to ourselves and we're going to take personal accountability. We're also going to ignore the dream killers and learn how to build a successful cabinet of professionals who are going to edify us, uplift us, motivate us so that we can reach our goals. Then, like the late great Kobe Bryant used to talk about, is Mamba mentality. I'm going to help you to activate your Mamba mentality, which means having a killer instinct when it comes to working on your business. All right? Our mindset is going to be about success, a multi-millionaire mindset, which means that we're going to start setting higher goals and we are going to go for the kill. I'm also going to talk to you all about how to position yourself for opportunity. So many of us are capable, so many of us are intelligent, but we don't know how to position ourselves for those big opportunities that can really be lucrative and take our companies to the next level. All right, so we're going to go over that. We're also going to go over knowing your worth and get into the bag. All right? You know, if you're a black entrepreneur, you're familiar with the people expecting you to give discounts and expecting, trying to undermine the work that you do simply because you are a black business. So what that means is we have to elevate the caliber of our clientele. And I'm going to show you how to do that as well. And lastly, you're going to learn how to defy gravity, okay? When it comes to defying gravity, you have to succeed in what I refer to as the 4 F's: faith, family, fortune, and fitness. You're going to learn how to succeed in all of those areas so that you can be the best that you can be. And finally, in 2021, what we're going to stop doing is begging for seats at somebody else's table. We're going to learn how to collaborate. We're also going to learn how to create our own tables. So listen, we got this awards thing coming up and I'm trying to win. So I need you all to vote for me for the Iconic Awards. And you can do that by using the keyword, which is my name, Ivan. And I want you all to text that to the number 773-207-3400. Again, that's IVAN. Text that to 773-207-3400 to enter me into the Iconic Awards. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you. Peace.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star staring back up in the mirror. Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hey, what's up everyone? Thank you so much for watching. For those of you that don't know me, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jennifer Robertson, and I am the CEO and founder of Let's Talk About It Jen Talk Show, as well as the CEO and founder of the It's a Vibe Network. And I'm also the lead editor and interviewer for BAM Woman Magazine. Listen, this journey has been absolutely amazing for me, and I cannot do anything but thank God for it. I started my journey in August of 2019, and when I say I have elevated to the highest heights within this last year, man, I'm telling you, when you do what it is that you know that you're supposed to do and you let God lead you in the way that He wants you to go, it'll happen for you, okay? I started my business just by trying to help out a fellow community leader get her brand started. I did an interview with her to promote her event, and it took off. And I've been doing interviews ever since. I've met people from all over the world, talked to so many different amazing business owners, and I'm so glad that they allowed me to use my platform to showcase them. Now, I do have a website, www.letstalkaboutitjen.com, as well as www.bamwomanmagazine.com. Our main focus is to showcase you as the business owner. We know that marketing and promoting can be ridiculous when it comes to financing it and trying to pay for it. And you can't tell people about your business without it. So we make it a little bit easier for you. We don't charge you an arm and a leg. You're not going to break the bank when you work with us, but you're definitely going to get quality marketing and promoting when you deal with us. We have swag bags, we have podcasts, we have magazines, we have interviews. It's such an array of opportunity for people to get to know who you are as a person and then get to know your business. And we believe that if people see who you are and why you're doing what you're doing, they're more likely to support you because they can see the journey. They can see how genuine you are about your business. Now, I need your help, okay? I know that I have a lot of supporters and I love and adore each and every one of you. But I need you to take the time to vote for me. And I need you to text the keyword Jennifer, Jennifer, to the phone number 773-207-3400. Okay? Because I'm trying to win that award. And I know that I have some information that everyone needs to know about. We're all about empowering and uplifting and encouraging all business owners of all backgrounds from all over the world. So again, to vote for me, text the keyword Jennifer to 773-207-3400. And thank you guys for watching. Peace out.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star staring back up in the mirror. special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Do you feel your vision or your business has plateaued? Are you stuck? Do you even know what being stuck is or looks like? Let me share something with you. 1 in 4 are victims of sexual abuse. 1 in 4 are victims of domestic violence. 1 in 4 have had an abortion. And 1 in 4 deal with a mental illness. When unresolved trauma is present in our lives, it's like pushing a stalled vehicle while the brake is on. The force of the brake, the force of the trauma pushes and works against us, impeding our forward progress. Did you know that 69% of negative communication comes from within? Our own negative talk, our own negative belief system. Unpack baggage from the past is like driving a car with someone in the backseat with blindfolds on saying, watch that car, go this way, go that way, all while they can't see. Could unresolved trauma be your struggle? Could you be mentally stuck and unaware? My name is Joy Harris, and I am the CEO and founder of Jahi Consulting and the founder of Inspiring You to Be Ministries. I am a trauma healing coach and speaker. I have traveled across the United States and internationally, sharing joy and hope and healing to thousands for over a decade. In my talk, Silencing Your Inner Critic, I'm going to give you 3 power steps that I personally use to overcome and remove the negative mental roadblocks in my life brought on by unresolved trauma. I will teach you the techniques that I use to get unstuck. I use them even today to get unstuck in my emotions so my life, my relationship, my business, my world is thriving and you can visibly see that it is flourishing. I believe that we can live in circles of joy instead of cycles of joy. This is possible by having clarity about who you are and whose you are and the strength and the power that you have within. And we must be consistent to be committed to the commitment of mental care and also self-care. And we also have to learn to connect to the inner winner so we can live unstuck. The world needs your vision. The world needs your business. The world needs your voice. You are needed. And it's time to get unstuck. It's time to move past the past. And it's time to be all that you was created to be. So I'm going to be there to help you to get unstuck and move past some things and discover the greatness that is inside of you. So listen, I need you to vote for me. Vote for me by texting JOYH, JOYH, to 773-207-3400. Once again, that's text JOYH, JOYH, to 773-207-3400. I'm going to leave you with this. One of my favorite quotes that was given to me. Success that stands alone is failure in disguise. If I'm succeeding while others connected to me are failing, then my greatest success is my greatest failure. Selah. I wish you much love, peace, and authentic joy. Come see me at Silencing Your Inner Critic, and don't forget to vote. Take care.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Do you feel your vision or your business has plateaued? Are you stuck? Do you even know what being stuck is or looks like? Let me share something with you. 1 in 4 are victims of sexual abuse. 1 in 4 are victims of domestic violence. 1 in 4 have had an abortion. And 1 in 4 deal with a mental illness. When unresolved trauma is present in our lives, it's like pushing a stalled vehicle while the brake is on. The force of the brake, the force of the trauma pushes and works against us, impeding our forward progress. Did you know that 69% of negative communication comes from within? Our own negative talk, our own negative belief system. Unpacked baggage from the past is like driving a car with someone in the backseat with blindfolds on saying, watch that car, go this way, go that way, all while they can't see. Could unresolved trauma be your struggle? Could you be mentally stuck and unaware? My name is Joy Harris, and I am the CEO and founder of Jahi Consulting and the founder of Inspiring You to Be Ministries. I am a trauma healing coach and speaker. I have traveled across the United States and internationally, sharing joy and hope and healing to thousands for over a decade. In my talk, Silencing Your Inner Critic, I'm going to give you 3 power steps that I personally use to overcome and remove the negative mental roadblocks in my life brought on by unresolved trauma. I will teach you the techniques that I use to get unstuck. I use them even today to get unstuck in my emotions, so my life, my relationship, my business, my world is thriving, and you can visibly see that it is flourishing. I believe that we can live in circles of joy instead of cycles of joy. This is possible by having clarity about who you are and whose you are and the strength and the power that you have within. And we must be consistent to be committed to the commitment of mental care and also self-care. And we also have to learn to connect to the inner winner so we can live unstuck. The world needs your vision. The world needs your business. The world needs your voice. You are needed. And it's time to get unstuck. It's time to move past the past. And it's time to be all that you was created to be. So I'm going to be there to help you to get unstuck and move past some things and discover the greatness that is inside of you. So listen, I need you to vote for me. Vote for me by texting JOYH, JOYH, to 773-207-3400. Once again, that's text JOYH, JOYH, to 773-207-3400. I'm going to leave you with this. One of my favorite quotes that was given to me. Success that stands alone is failure in disguise. If I'm succeeding while others connected to me are failing, then my greatest success is my greatest failure. Selah. I wish you much love, peace, and authentic joy. Come see me at Silencing Your Inner Critic, and don't forget to vote. Take care.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
I decided to become a family law attorney when I was 13 because I wanted to make sure that parents had equal rights and share the responsibilities for their children. However, it wasn't until years later that I decided to become an estate planning attorney. But it wasn't until years later that I decided to become an estate planning attorney. I remember getting a call from my mom to tell me that my grandmother was in the ICU. And days later, my mom and her siblings had to make a decision that no one should have to make. They decided to remove my grandmother from life support. As you can imagine, there were many unanswered questions. Was this the right thing to do? Is this what she would have wanted? Was the decision made prematurely? While my family did what they thought was best, we will never know the answers to those questions because my grandmother didn't have an estate plan and there was never discussion about it. After my grandmother passed, my family made assumptions about how the laws were with regards to the inheritance of my grandmother's home. However, it wasn't until years later that we discovered that those assumptions were simply not the way that the law works. And my family learned this the hard way after losing my grandmother's home. It's after this experience that I decided to become an estate planning attorney because I wanted to help families avoid a similar experience. At Reed Sherman Law Firm, we understand that your family matters are important, and we're committed to creating estate plans to meet each family's unique needs. Through training and counsel, we help families understand their options and empower them to make informed decisions to avoid having to make difficult decisions during a crisis and to protect their wealth for future generations. For families that have lost loved ones, we offer support and guide them through the probate process. And no matter how complex the situation may be, we are committed to offering families peace of mind and knowing that they have a dedicated legal team to provide the assistance that they need with their family matters. For additional information, visit reedshermanlaw.com.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the starter staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hi everyone, Lee Mariano here from Alexidom Coaching. First, I want to remind you that you are unstoppable, unapologetic, and unrelenting. You deserve everything you want in life. You only have one life to live. So the only answer for you is to live it on your own terms, right? But we all know we have to work for the things we want, including education, experience, knowledge. Those are the things we need to have in order to succeed and live the life we want. I want to talk to you about a few things that we also need to think about as we go after our goals and think about success. Do you believe it's true that what you think about is what you become? When you tell yourself you can do it, you will believe that you can do it. Your positive mindset will butt up against that dreaded habit of settling for something less, and you will be able to conquer the thing that's holding you back. No longer will you settle for the, is this as good as it gets? Is this all there is? Because instead, you'll be shooting for the stars, you'll be shooting for the best, and you won't settle for anything less. So if you work for what you want, then you deserve to have what you get. And you can only go bigger and better from there, right? So when you find yourself falling into the trap of trying to convince yourself that you don't deserve to receive the good, you don't deserve to receive the positive, remind yourself of your hard work. Soon enough, you'll get to the point where you'll want to shout it from the rooftops at the top of your lungs about everything that you've accomplished. So stop worrying about what others think about you. Stop worrying what others say about what you've accomplished.
People will talk and judge and react, but the world will continue to spin and you will continue to succeed. Stop saying you aren't good enough, because you are. Whether you're saying you're not good enough because you feel guilty about your success, or if you actually believe it's true, that's a habit you need to stop immediately. And it's also time to start setting goals that scare you. Right? You've heard the saying, go big or go home, right? Well, that's true, and here's why. Some goals are scarier than others. Those big goals that seem impossible, those are the scary ones, right? And it's because we're not ready to take on those goals just yet, or we don't believe in ourselves. We're not sure where to start. But remember, the person you are right now, the person you are today, is different than the person you'll be once you achieve those actual goals, right? The important thing is for you to actually start. So I'm here to encourage you to be unapologetically you, right? And the reason why it's so hard to be our true selves is that we have all been taught from a young age that we needed to be something different, someone different. We're so focused on fitting in and meeting society's standards and cultural standards that we lose who we really are, right? And it takes some time to reverse this process, right? It's absolutely worth it, of course, but it does take time. In the long run, you will become a better you. And once you get in touch with the real you, the real person you are, right? The person you want to be, the person you've always been, you will stop apologizing to yourself. You'll stop apologizing to others about what you've done, what you've accomplished, and where you're going in the future, because you're not done yet, right? Your success belongs to you. And you should embrace what you've accomplished over the years. The strength and power you've gained can never be taken away. It can never be minimized. It can never be deleted or removed. So I want you to hold your head up high every single day and step into your power, because you have succeeded and you will continue to succeed. And now it's time to stop apologizing for it. So I'll be speaking about how to stop apologizing for your success, and I am so excited to be a part of the Black CEO Iconic Conference in 2021. So to vote for me, please text the keyword LEE, that's L-E-E, to 773-207-3400. Thank you so much.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hello, Black CEO Iconic event participants. My name is Malcolm Smith, and I'm the CEO of The True You, a training and development company. I am honored to be one of your keynote speakers this year. I call 2021 the year of yes. Why? Because 2020 was really a year of no's. No to all the goals that we had set for our companies for the year 2020. We didn't see what was coming. No to the way that we interacted with our clients, with our staff, with people inquiring about our products and services. No to travel. All kinds of no's. Now, some people struggled in 2020, and some people did well in 2020 for a variety of reasons. This is 2021, and it's the year of yes. It's your year. You have products and services that are going to make a huge difference in the world, no matter what community you're involved with. We're all in this together. You're going to hear tips and tricks and different systems and structures that people have put together to give you the edge that you need to succeed with your business, to have stronger customer relationships, to achieve your goals and exceed them, to share information with the world that's going to make a huge difference, to let the people know what cutting edge technology you have. You've got great ideas. Some of you are brand new business owners. Some of you have been in business for years and you're masterful at things. And there are so many other things that we can do no matter what level you're in as a business owner or as a person in the world right now. So why do I call 2021 the year of yes? Because yes is what we're going to get. Yes to you, yes from other people. But how do you get yes? My talk is about why they buy. I'm going to tell you the secret, the science, and the system to supercharge your sales. But really, what does that mean? There's a lie that I'm going to talk about at the beginning of my talk, and I'm going to tell that lie to you right now. In sales, we're told that sales is a numbers game, and that in order to get more yeses, you need to get more no's. You said it before I even said it. It's a lie. In order to get more yeses, you need to get people to say yes to you. So how do you do that? Well, what I'm going to talk to you about in my keynote and in my workshop is how to get more yeses. It's not rocket science, it's personality science. So vote for me by texting Malcolm, MALCOLM, to 773-207-3400 and come find out how to get the yes. Thank you.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the starter staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Have you ever felt like there was something more to your life? Or there was something holding you back? Or just perhaps you have reached a plateau and you are stuck not knowing what to do next? Well, I'm speaking to you and I need your undivided attention. You see, I've been there and I found myself searching, just searching for an answer to who I really was. I had questions about things that had happened in my life, and I really didn't understand why. You see, these situations had me doubting myself and my decisions, and it left me with loose ends about my life. So now let me take you on my journey, which I call Wisdom on Finding You. See, my journey really started when I was 14 years old, and I lived in Detroit at that time. And so while headed to school, you see, I got shot in the head just above my right eye with a BB gun. And my mom made a decision to relocate me to her oldest sister in Los Angeles. That move shook me. It shook me emotionally and mentally, because I really didn't understand why she separated me from my brothers and my sisters. But off to California I went. And you see, as an adult, I still had some questions lingering about who I was and where was I really going and why did certain things happen in my life. So I had to face some things about my past head on. I had to discover some things about myself. I had to erase the negativity I felt from feeling abandoned, isolated, and rejected. You see, I had to mature. I had to grow up. I had to replace those things with positive vibes and positive words and actions. And I needed to come up with a plan so I could move forward. And lastly, I had to remember the wisdom I learned from it, so I would not repeat that cycle over and over and over again. Well, if you're like me, I got some good news. All you have to do is what I did. You see, you need to face it, erase it, replace it, and discover the wisdom you've learned from it. I'm a living witness that ceilings break and mental and emotional freedom occurs as you look back over your life at each stage and just be truthful with you. See, wisdom, it awaits you to find who you really were meant to be. This is called Wisdom on Finding You.
To vote for me, text Mary H to 773-207-3400.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Chances are, if you are at the top of your game in business, you've either hired an executive coach or you've thought about hiring an executive coach. If you haven't, you should. Think about something for a second. Whether it's Kobe, LeBron, Tiger, all the top athletes have absolutely amazing coaches to help them take their game to the next level. In business, it is no different. Whether you're talking about Gates or Jeff Bezos over at Amazon, or you're talking about any of the other Fortune 500 CEOs, nearly every single one of them has an executive coach. Why? Because as a CEO, the buck stops with you. And guess what? If you haven't figured it out yet, it can get pretty doggone lonely at the top. My question for you is, who do you talk to when it does? You see, coaches do two things exceptionally well. Number one, they help you gain insight so you can see your blind spots so you make better decisions. And number two, they are thought partners with you. They help you co-create and imagine ideas in a way that would be very, very difficult for you to do alone. Now, that being said, just like all CEOs are not different, are different, all coaches are different. They are not equal. And when it comes to being a Black CEO, you need a coach that can see your past and see the shoulders of the ancestors that you stand on, that can see your present, and that can see your future as a leader crystal clear. This individual needs to be able to see the legacy that you are creating for yourself, for your family, and for our community. Now, this coach also needs to be able to bring this same high vibratory frequency of love and creativity and imagination and frankly swag that we bring to everything else we do. My name is Michael Tucker, and at the Black and Iconic CEO Conference, I am going to be talking with you about why you absolutely must hire a Black executive coach. I am going to talk with you about the economics behind this, the science behind it, and even the spiritual principles that undergird this decision. You are going to learn about what you need to look for in an executive coach before you hire them. And you're also going to learn about all of the things that you need to do to prepare to make sure that you are an exceptional coachee so that you get every ounce of possible good and possibility and opportunity out of your coaching engagements. You will thank me for this. I promise you. I look forward to seeing you at the Black and Iconic CEO Conference, February 22nd to the 28th. And if you like this message, if you're really vibing with me, I'd like for you to vote for me as the Black and Iconic Speaker of the Year. I want you to get your phone, pick it up off the desk, have the kids get it out of the next bedroom, and text Michael to 773-207-3400. That is Michael to 773-207-3400. I look forward to seeing you at the conference. We are going to show up. We're going to show out. You do not want to miss this event. I promise you. I cannot wait to see you there. Here's to making your next coach a Black coach.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Resilience. What is it? When the carpet was pulled out from underneath your feet, how did you get up? Resilience. When things didn't work out just the way you planned, how did you make adjustments? Resilience. It's that power within you that says, it's not over. When the world says no, not just God, but you say yes. Life happens. You're going to get knocked down. It's inevitable. But it's in those moments that we are presented with a choice. Do we stay there or do we get up? Do we stay there and become stuck, or do we get up and with intention move forward? The power, the ability is there. And frequently, more times than not, it will not make itself known until a demand is placed upon it. But each and every one of us was created for a purpose with the power, authority, and the means to achieve it. But the choice is yours. Will you step into it, or will you let it lie? Will you stand for the status quo, or are you going to stand up and get going? It's time. It's there. It's time to tap into the power within and exercise your resilience. I am Monique White of Triumph Services. Now, if you love what I'm about, and if what I said resonates with you, vote for me as the Black and Iconic Speaker of the Year. You can do that by voting Monique W. Easy, simple, to the point. You can vote for me as the Black and Iconic Speaker of the Year with keyword capital M, lowercase o, n, I, q, u, e, capital W, all one word. Thank you.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Y'all are so silly. How's the new year been treating you all so far?
Bad. I mean, bad.
Oh goodness.
What are you doing this new year?
Actually, I've signed up to a speaking engagement to help young people. Thank you, nephew. You're always yelling at me about trying to help teenagers. I'm still gonna do it.
Are you still helping?
I'm trying. I have rebranded myself. I miss my handler nowadays because I am high tech and y'all have taught me a lot. My handler on all my social media accounts is Miss Keisha Speaks. So y'all can Google me and I actually pop up. You can YouTube Miss Keisha Speaks and I pop up. Yes, isn't that awesome? So, this new speaking engagement that I have is gonna air in February. I'll make sure I give y'all the link. And I can't wait for y'all to see it. I'm not gonna tell you what my title is. I think y'all gonna like it. It's gonna be pretty sweet. But y'all gotta make sure y'all vote for me. Okay? You gotta vote for me by texting the keyword Miss Keisha, spelled M-S-K-E-I-S-H-A. Miss Keisha, and you're gonna text it to 773-207-3400.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hello, kings and queens. I'm Paula, the Shea Queen 4, CEO and founder of Naturally For Me Shea Butter LLC. I currently reside in Seattle, Washington, but I'm from a small town called Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. I'm a mother, a grandmother. I'm number 13 of 14 kids. I'm also an Army veteran. I'm a speaker and an author. I'm a survivor of domestic violence, childhood and adult sexual trauma, and I also am a survivor of PTSD. I look forward to seeing you at the Black CEO Iconic Summit. And here I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what I'll be talking about. I'm going to talk about how I use my pain for gain, and how to overcome my pain for gain, and how you can too. My 3 key points will be how to overcome adversity, how to tap into your passion in order to find your purpose, and how to start over again at any age. Again, I look forward to seeing you at the Black CEO Iconic Summit, and you can also text PAULA and vote for me. That's PAULA, Paula, at 773-207-3400. That's PAULA, Paula, at 773-207-3400. I look forward to your vote, and I look forward to seeing my kings and queens at Black CEO Iconic 2021. Thank you, and have a blessed day.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the starter staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hey, how are you? Wow, what a day it has been. Anyway, I'm coming on here and I'm asking you guys to vote for me for the keynote speaker at the Black CEO Digital Summit in February. What you will do, you will text the keyword Phoenix to 773-207-3400. Now, why should you vote for me? Well, I'm asking you to vote for me because I never would have done this before. As you can see, I feel like I'm out of breath because I have been working and doing things all day. But hey, that's the life of a parent, right? My daughter was moving, so oh well, I had to do that, and here I am asking you guys to vote for me. I am a Reiki master with a shock street ruh. What does that mean? I am a Reiki master with a little bit of street knowledge. So what I do is I take that street knowledge, which is known as experience, and I take the techniques of Reiki and I put them together, and I help people to have an explosive Reiki experience known as Kundalini Awakening. So again, I'm asking you to vote for me, Phoenix J. Marai from Killeen, Texas, your Reiki master with the little shock street ruh, at 777-207-3400. Vote for me using the keyword Phoenix. Talk to you later. Love and light.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the starter staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Strawberry Letter 55. I know you might be thinking that this could be, from the title, a letter to Steve Harvey seeking relationship advice, right? No, this is the best and most important letter you will write in 2021. Why? Because it's filled with life pursuits, pursuing purpose and the things that are of urgent matter. Not like in a hurry, but quickly, suddenly. Time is of the essence. Writing this letter will leave you in a completely different state, a greater place, I guarantee it. On the red carpet, we will take a look at our mind, body, and soul. It's this body, yaddy thing, and we want to ensure that while we're in this transit mode, that we arrive safely and on time. It doesn't matter how old you are. If this letter should have been written years ago, we do know that the Bible says to write the vision and make it plain. You've got mail. Never mind what's going on with the Postal Service. This is one letter that is sure to make delivery, no questions. And oh, the strawberry, that red vibrant color, it is my favorite color, and it is the fruit of choice. Let me share a little bit more about myself. I'm Renee Johnson, also known as Emma. I'm 55 years old. I wear many hats. I'm a wife, a mother, a grandmother, a sister, a friend, and an entrepreneur. I run 3 businesses under my Asher brand, the Asher Production, which brings the watercolors event on an annual basis, the Wealth Strategies Group, the Legacy and Wealth Accumulation Planning, and the Asher Collection, which is our online clothing boutique. I make sure you arrive and in style. I'm also a proud member of the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Ooh! You can also reach me on Facebook under Emma Johnson and Instagram under the official Asher Collection. To vote for me, text the keyword Renee to 773-207-3400. Again, the keyword Renee to 773-207-3400.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the starter staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hello, champion. My name is Ronaldo Randall, the Bridge Builder. I am your life, leadership, and business strategist out of the Virginia market, Hampton Roads to be exact. I'm excited to be here with you at the BlackCEO Iconic Conference. I'm glad that you showed up. I'm showing up and I'm showing off. I just want y'all to know it. I'm gonna give everything that I have to you. I'm gonna take off my head in the knowledge base I have, and I want to give it to you. I'm gonna be talking about mindset. Right? I'm gonna talk about the mindset to get you to the next level. In fact, get out of the way and let your new mindset come in. Right? We're gonna be talking about that type of stuff, acquisition and maintenance. And so let me tell you just a little bit about myself and who's before you and what type of context I'm gonna be bringing to you. So I have 30 years worth of leadership experience. I have 20 years worth of coaching experience. I have 20 years worth of consulting experience, and I've mentored, molded, walked side by side with thousands of entrepreneurs. And so I'm excited to be able to do the same with you all over the course of this conference. I want to see you all in the front row, right? I want to be on the virtual stage. I want you to be in the front row. I want you to have your pencils ready. I want you to take copious notes. There's going to be a lot of information to get at this conference. The information I'm going to give you is stuff that you cannot hire anybody to do. This is stuff that you need to do yourself. We're talking about mindset. We're talking about setting solid goals, right? We're talking about the mindset that's going to take you to the next level. Right? The push through mindset, to get me to the other side mindset. And so no one can teach you that is the foundation of business. If you think about a house, right? You can have walls, you can have roof, you can have windows, but all that stuff can get replaced. Rarely do you replace the foundation. So here I come to you as a mechanic, right? And you know what a mechanic does, or a manufacturer, depending on how you want to look at it. I am building a car, I'm building an automobile, that's you. You're bringing all the raw material, right? You got an engine, you got the transmission, you got the axle, you got the tires, you got all that stuff. But I'm gonna help you put it together up here to build the automobile, where you just have to get into the automobile and drive, right? And the rest of the conference is gonna be about driving the automobile. And so that's my duty at this conference, to help you put together the automobile so that you can drive. And you, if your automobile goes 120, you should be going 120, baby. Right? You should be going 120. And so if you would like to see me at the front row, in the front row of the virtual stage, what you have to do, and it's all in your hands, what you have to do is you have to text this word to this number. Get ready. Get your pens ready. The word is my name, Ronaldo. Don't forget it. It's RENELDO, Ronaldo. I'll say that again. RENELDO. You're going to text that phrase to this number. Get your pen ready. 773-207-3400. So what are you going to do? You're going to text Ronaldo, RENELDO, to this number, 773-207-3400, so that I can see you in the front row of the stage, and we can get these mindsets together so that we can go to the next level. I appreciate you. Glad you made it. I made it. And I'm here to show off.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the starter staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest.
Hi, my name is Trinetta Powell of Trinetta Powell Consulting. I'm here to invite you to come and see me at the BlackCEO Iconic Conference coming up in February 22nd through 27th, 2021. Now, at this conference, I'm going to be presenting on one of my favorite topics, which is anxiety. It's not great that we have anxiety, but it is something that is experienced by all of us at some point in time or another in our lives, and we need to learn how to manage it better. Look at the times that we're living in the middle of a pandemic, presidential elections, racial injustice, building businesses, being moms, wives, husbands, caregivers, all of the above, right? Our plate is just overrun with responsibilities. So in my talk on how to combat anxiety when you can't pray it away, I am going to be giving you information on what is anxiety, how does it show up in our lives, what do we normally do that's probably not the healthiest thing to do to manage it, and I'm going to be teaching you ways that you can. I'm going to give you tools and techniques that you can apply immediately to give you relief on how you can manage your anxiety and stress on a daily basis. You know, anxiety is just the fear of the unknown. And we are definitely living in the times of the unknown. Unknown of what tomorrow's going to bring, unknown of how our businesses are going to, succeed. Just a lot of things. And we need tools in our belt to be able to manage all of those emotions to a little bit better. So join me at the BlackCEO Iconic Conference, February 22nd to the 27th. You need to register. Also, there is a contest, y'all. I need you to vote for me. You need to go to, there's a special number. I have notes. We got to look at the notes. So the number you're going to text is 773-207-3400. So that's 773-207-3400. And you're going to text the word Trinetta. My name, Trinetta. Trinetta. I need you to text that, and I need you to vote for me as the best TED Talk iconic speaker of the BlackCEO Iconic Conference. So I look forward to seeing you guys there. It's going to be a wonderful time of a lot of information, of encouragement and inspiration. And I want you to come and see me so I can teach you the tools that you need to win over anxiety when you can't pray it away.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hi there, this is Zandra Evans, founder and CEO of Zandra TV Network, located in Dallas, Texas. I'm excited about the BlackCEO Iconic Digital Summit. I think it's going to be epic. I'm actually going to be on stage, and I'm going to be talking about the importance of your digital footprint. But I'm also going to be sharing with you why streaming TV really does matter for us as small business entrepreneurs. I'm on a personal crusade to level the playing field for small businesses. Why? Because I believe that we should have the same opportunities as mid to large size businesses. In fact, why shouldn't you have a custom commercial on streaming TV? Why shouldn't you be featured on TV? And more importantly, why shouldn't you be able to produce your own content, become a TV producer, and learn how to monetize that content? In fact, learn how to create residual income. That sounds extremely exciting to me. So I'm excited about BlackCEO Iconic Digital Summit, and I hope you are too. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. But before we go, I'd like you to vote for me. And you may be asking, how do you vote for Zandra? Well, all you need to do is text Zandra, Zondra, to 773-207-3400. Again, vote for Zandra by texting Zandra to 773-207-3400. I am looking forward to seeing you at the BlackCEO Iconic Digital Summit. It is going to be amazing. You cannot afford to miss it. I'm not selling you, I'm just telling you. So until we meet again, as I always say, continue to be the absolute best you. Peace.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hi, I'm Zacchaeus Moss, answering the call to greatness and impact. It's now or never. What are you waiting for? What's keeping you from greatness, and what's keeping you from impact? I'm reminded of a commercial back in the 80s of an older gentleman that rolled out of bed after hearing the alarm clock. Slowly moving, he said to his wife, "It's time to make the donuts." Now, seemingly he was dreading going to this job and the tasks ahead of him. The funny thing about you and I is that we, just like the man in this commercial, we're doing the same tasks, same frustration, over and over, going to the same job, waiting for Friday payday, trying to get over the hump of Wednesday, but dreading Monday to start the same routine. Now, there is a call that each one of us are faced with. There's a inward voice and an inward call to more than what we're doing. There's a call to demonstrate the passion and to demonstrate and fulfill the purpose that God has placed on the inside of us. But oftentimes we allow life and circumstances to let that call go unanswered. Many of us have looked at the proverbial phone and we have seen it as a private number, and we have seen that call as an unknown number, and we failed to answer the call. We have rejected the call to greatness. We have rejected the call to impact. But why? Is it a fear factor? Is it the wow factor? The weight of words? Funny thing, those words are inward words, and they are also the words of others. They have a tendency to keep us from moving into the greatness and the impact that is designed for us to fulfill. The Bible tells us simply that many are called, but few are chosen. As we look at this connected to the call to greatness and impact, many of us hear the call to greatness. Many of us hear the call to impact, but very few of us answer the call. Now, why is the call important? And why is it important that we answer the call? Well, let's look at two different things. Greatness is us fulfilling our purpose, utilizing our talents and gifts to the highest level of achievement. But impact is simply taking those gifts, operating in greatness, but helping others also become great. So it is important to us that we are great, that our greatness impacts others, that they too become great. So what are you waiting for? You're at the base of the mountain. You're at the edge of the cliff. You've looked at the business plan. You have the idea. You've written the book. But why is it not published? It is now or never, because there are people that are waiting for you to answer the call to greatness, to answer the call to impact. Tick, tock. Tick, tock. That is the sound of the call to greatness, the call to impact. To vote for me, Zacchaeus, text ZACCHEUS, that's ZACCHEUS, to 773-207-3400. Evidence of the fact that I answered the call is that you hear me speaking now.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hey, how you doing? You good? Well, what you doing? Okay, well listen, I just need a few minutes of your time, okay? I appreciate that. Thanks so much. It's your girl, Y Renee here, just coming on to invite you all to an event that I am part of, you all. I was selected from many people to be a part of this epic event, and I just want to share with you. One, it's free. It's a virtual event. You can log on from the comforts of your own home, or if you're out and about, you can log on from your smartphone. Again, what am I talking about? I'm glad you asked. I'm a part of the BlackCEO 2021 Iconic Virtual Conference. Did you hear me? BlackCEO 2021 Iconic Conference. I'm overwhelmed, flabbergasted to say the least that I was selected. Many people probably have applied for this. Several of us were selected, but I'm quite sure that some people didn't make it. So to be a part of this is an honor. So to anybody that's a part of the BlackCEO family, I just want to say thank you to those who I haven't officially met yet. So I thank you for the opportunity. I thank you for the honor of just being a part of this, because it's going to be phenomenal. Okay, so it's a free event. All you have to do is go register at blackandiconic.com. Again, the website is www.blackandiconic.com, and the dates will be on there. You all can register for your free ticket. Again, did y'all hear me? I said it's free. It's not gonna hurt you. Dates and times will be announced, and you'll even find out exactly what date and time I'm speaking. Now, mind you, of course, I want you to support me. That's a given. But I think that you all should really tap and tune in to all of the other speakers as well. There are several people out here with different things. I mean, most of you all know my story. For you all that don't, that's one reason why I need you to tune in. But there are doctors, lawyers, all types of professionals, IT, people in finance and things that are going to be on here giving you all nuggets and good business. You hear me? So what am I talking about? You may want to know. I'm glad you asked that too. I'm going to help you. I'm talking about thriving in your after. How to thrive in your after. What is after? Well, I can't give it all to you on this little promo, y'all. Y'all got to tune in to find out. So find out when I'm speaking. Take the time. Log in, listen to me, applaud me, share me with your family and friends. For those people who don't know me, share me with your family and friends. This, like I said, is going to be phenomenal, epic. I'm just really excited. Again, I can't say it enough. I'm honored, and it's a privilege to be a part of this great, great movement. So again, you all, it's the BlackCEO 2021 Iconic Conference, and just come and be a part. It's free. www.blackandiconic.com. And I just really want you all to have a good day, evening, or night, wherever you are. But before I go, one thing I really need for you to do. I'm not asking for much, other than I want you to tune in and watch and register. But I need you to help me out. Your girl is being nominated for iconic person of the conference. So I'm excited. So what I need you all to do is do me a favor. I need you to text this word to 773-207-3400. You ready for the word? It's Y Renee. That's it. It's my name. So Y, R-E-N-A. That's Y is in yellow, R is in ready, E is in ever, N is in Nancy, A is in apple. Y Renee at, no, I'm sorry, 773-207-3400. Again, 773-207-3400. Thank you all so much. Vote, 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 vote. Pass the word on. Continue to text. I'll see you at the Black CEO 2021 Iconic Conference. Bye.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the starter staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hello and welcome to Black CEO Iconic. My name is Valerie Jenkins. I am a business coach, business owner of CHBH Event Planning Service. And I want to have a conversation today about how to create your 3 Bs. Yes, how to create your 3 Bs. Build your business, build your bank account, and most importantly, build your legacy. Do I have any legacy builders out there that want to start their own business, but you just don't know how? Well, I want to tell you, you're at the right place and at the right time. Let's talk about 3 reasons why women don't succeed in going after their dream to build their business. Just the 3 top reasons. Number 1, not all women, not most women, but some women, they make excuses. We can be everyone else's cheerleader, but when it comes to the thing that we desire, that we know that we have purpose to walk in, to do for ourselves, we let this F word come up, which is fear or the failure to do something. Number 2, we don't feel that we have anything to offer. Well, I have to beg to differ, especially after coming out of 2020. If one thing 2020 has taught women is to go deep in their creative boxes and to make something out of nothing. We have more than enough to offer, ladies. We are caretakers, we are wives, we are mothers, we're even homeschool teachers. So yes, we have what it takes to step out and to create the life that we desire by building our 3 Bs. And then the third thing is that we don't feel, not all, not most, but some women don't feel that they are worthy of good enough. What if Madam Vice President Kamala Harris felt that she wasn't worthy of good enough to serve as the Vice President of these United States of America? Yes, some women feel that they're not worthy of good enough. They don't feel that they're smart enough. They don't feel that they're tall enough. They don't feel that they're thin enough to build their 3 Bs. Ladies, that is so far from the truth. I offer you to look deep inside, and especially if you know that building your 3 Bs is something that you want to do, I say step out there. You must do it. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your future self. If this is something that is resonating, please vote for me. Please text. The keyword is Valerie J at 773-207-3400. If you are ready to start to build your business, please vote for me. Once again, the keyword is Valerie J at 773-207-3400. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you out there. Please enjoy the rest of Black CEO Iconic.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the starter
Shepherd, and I'm so glad to join you today and to give a big shout out to my unstoppable smart women who make things happen. You are the rock stars of your church and the lives of those around you. But here's the one thing I gotta say. When you connect with me on social media, I see the struggle you're going through with trying to connect and make those connections in your love life and trying to find that right good man. I know because I was that woman just a few short years ago. Listen, I see the pictures of your beautiful children. I see the accomplishments you've made, the successes, but I've got to call you out, and I'm about to be all up in your Kool-Aid, honey, on why you may still be single. So where do I begin? Think about it. This time that we've had closer to home than we ever have, you haven't even begun to slow down. You haven't given yourself the gift of your own black girl magic to make a better you for yourself and those around you, let alone to have space in your life for the man that you say you want. You're still running all of the church ministries. Now you're just doing it on Zoom from can to can't. Yes, I said it. And I even wonder if the church has a vested interest in us as black women staying single. Because after all, we're the ones that come in committed, and we will put on the programs and the conferences and try and make everything fabulous with that black girl magic. We are giving the best parts of ourselves away till it hurts, and we have nothing else left to give. Let alone, there's no space for the man of our dreams. With that said, if you haven't slowed down, many of you are having to also take care of your children to make sure they're on those virtual classrooms. So I know you're tired. I know you're running, but you gotta make space for you first. That said, have you ever thought that you wish you could find a great guy like Pastor so-and-so, or a good man like Deacon such and such? And I'm using these examples because sometimes we don't realize just how much we give and give and give to the church beyond anything that God Himself would ask you to do. And I know that sometimes we get called out in church indirectly from those speaking when they will say, Jesus was single. That's usually their answer if you try and tell them that you want a relationship or you want to be with a man. Or they'll say, focus on the Lord. Don't worry about a man. Jesus will bring him. The Lord will bring him. Listen, I believe that the Lord also wants us to be balanced. And I do know that the Bible talks about He will give you the desires of your heart. That said, I've got a couple of thoughts for you as you think about this. As you're preparing to meet the guy that you want to be with. So let me give you a couple of rapid fire thoughts. So have you ever heard from a man and he said to you, wow, you're too busy to even have time to get together with me? Or you're so busy, I don't think you really want a man because you don't have time. If you're hearing that, ladies, don't blow it off. There may be something to that because maybe you've given so much at church, you have nothing else left to give. You have no space for anybody else and no time for anything else. You're at church on Sunday, Wednesday night Bible study, cheating, Thursday night guild. Ladies, use your black girl magic also for yourself. So, if I hit a nerve, and if you can relate, be sure to discover what I did in order to prepare for the man of my dreams and a great Christian man. To tune in to my full presentation, Black Girl Magic and the Black Church, Is This Why You're Single? Stay tuned and I'll bring back more for you to see. And if you like what you've heard so far, vote for me for Best Black and Iconic Speaker. Your girl C. Shepherd, glad to be.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's
Hi, I'm Trudy B. Parson, the Business Launch Coach Extraordinaire, and I want to welcome you to my platform. I'm excited to share with you the power to create wealth that we have all been given. God has given us that power over in Deuteronomy 8:18. And how does it relate to business? Let me tell you how. Because that power creates an opportunity for us. The opportunity called access. Over in John 5, it talks about access. What kind of access am I talking about? Let me share with you just a snippet about access. The power to create wealth gives us. Over in John 5, it talks about five porches over by the pool of Bethesda. And it talks about a multitude of people laying by this pool who are ill. It talks about people who are blind, right? When we talk about people who are blind in relationship to business, it's talking about people who may be in business with no vision. People who have no vision, people who may be blind, may not be blind physically, but they are blind because they have no vision for their business. They're looking for somebody to help them to develop that vision. People who are lame, people who may have been dropped by life, people who are trying to pick up their life and their finances, and they may have been dropped by life and they can't move, they feel stuck, they feel like they can't move forward, or maybe in business because of the pandemic, they have lost revenue and they're just trying to figure it all out, how they can move forward and how they can move upward in their business. By this pool, there's also people there that just can't find another way to function, how to move ahead, how to get their life together. And it says also by this pool, there are multitudes of people. So listen, in your business, you may feel like you can't move further along. You may feel like you're alone, but it says that there are multitudes. There's more than one person, more than 10 people, 20, 30, 40, 50 people, more than hundreds of people, but there are multitudes of people. But listen, God provided access to these people, access to the answer. And what we all know in business is that people pay for solutions, but God provided access to a solution called an angel that came. It said the angel came at a certain time to stir the water. A certain time is a specified time. I believe the angel came at a certain time every single day, the same time every day to stir the water. And it said that the angel came to stir the water at the same time every day to provide a solution called healing for what those people needed. And it also said when the angel came at that certain specified time every day, that the first person that stepped in got the healing. So listen, it makes sense for you to show up at a specified time that you know what your business needs. So that you can get what it needs to be leveled up, right? We've heard that term several times. So you need to show up whenever you know what your business needs to level up. So it goes on anyway to talk about this angel that shows up at a specified certain time every day to provide what the multitude of people need, which is a healing. But then there's a man that's been laying there for 38 years, knowing that the angel is going to show up every single day. Every single day. But he's been laying there 38 years needing what was going to happen at that time every day, which is a healing. Jesus asked him, listen, do you want to be made whole? But then he answered the question, absolutely not. Instead, he gave an excuse. He said, but there's nobody here to carry me to the pool, to take me to the water. And then he goes a step further and he says, and then there are others that step ahead of me. Listen, we can either keep laying there and watch other people step ahead to their blessing, watch other people step ahead and get the tools that they need to level up their business, watch other people step ahead and into their fortune and be blessed. We could keep watching and we could lay there and just wallow in what we have. And Jesus asked him that question, do you want to be made whole? Do you want to level up is what I'm asking you. Do you want to access the tools that you need? Do you want to keep laying there, or do you want to be made whole? Do you want to level up? That's the question I'm asking you. Do you want to access the tools that you need? Listen, I'm Trudy B. Parson, the Launch Coach Extraordinaire. I'm asking you to vote for me by dialing this number. That number is 773-207-3400. Text Trudy, Trudi, to 773-207-3400. I'd love to have you vote for me. Talk to you soon.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hello, this is Tanya Hardy. Thank you for your time.
Let me introduce you to my 3 phrases. Be bold, be furious, be self-love. All these 3 phrases represent how Black women need to conquer the world. Self-love is very important. It is very important to us because that's how we keep our mindset and set positive boundaries for ourselves. Self-love is for a Black woman, especially as a mother, to raise daughters, to teach our own daughters about self-love. So that's why it's important we get ourselves together as a woman in this world. I am a mother of a toddler daughter. Yes, I learned how to love myself by stop what I was doing to make me feel better. I overcame deep depression, and it's very important to overcome those obstacles because so you can live in life. And the world as today is here for us to live life and try to enjoy each day. I am a woman to educate women about self-care by doing it, and self-affirmation. Set positive boundaries, set positive self-affirmation. Also, to love yourself and to educate women as a support love coach, self-love coach or love coach. It's important to women to love themselves first, because you will know who will love you and you will know who your true friends are. Once you get positive people around you, it is very important to those 3 phrases it's very important, those 3 phases, because you need yourself to on a positive outlook if no one is there to help you. Sometimes staying positive or just reaching out to someone who is down is very important to as a woman. As a woman today, we need a backbone for a Black woman to lean on, because it's very important. Even enviness is not good for women. Especially, it's hard for women to trust other women because how girls are to each other. But there's some good women out there that care for other women, that set the tone and responsible, and also as a role model, as a woman like me as today. And once you love yourself, respect follows. Once respect follows, it goes a long way. Self-love is the best love, because once you reach out by someone else to teach them, and they will feel better about themselves. Teaching other women, it makes you feel better about yourself, especially women as today. Especially as the pandemic is very hard for women, for us, to have trust or vulnerable issues. That's why we go to a man. That's why we need to have self-love first before you have a man. So once that, because you know your pleasure, you know how you will feel. And during the February event, I will be teaching as a workshop on the vision board, unlock your pleasure, and know the new you. Once you know your new you, and self-love is very important. The new you is brand new, so nobody can hurt you, but then you cannot knock you down. Once you get back down, once you get knocked down again, you always get back up real quick. Overcoming obstacles, like I have deep depression, almost died. So I'm a speaker as today to stand up. Self-love's the best love. You can find me as Tanya Hardy on Facebook, on Instagram, Melanie.SexExpert. And you see all my self-affirmation, the self-care. So please vote for me, Tanya, at 773-207-3400. Say it again. Please vote for me, Tanya, 773-207-3400. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Hey y'all, my name is Shanae Reddick, the Holistic Hair Guru. I am based out of Los Angeles, California. I am the salon owner of SBS Hair Studios. And what we do here is we love to restore hair. How do we restore hair? The holistic way. I knew that this was something that I had to do. I wanted to follow my passion. I wanted to follow something that I truly love and that would come to me naturally. So after my second child is when I gave up on corporate America. I just walked out. I turned my back on corporate America and I became an assistant to a well-known stylist here in Los Angeles. Being her assistant had taught me a lot firsthand. Then I realized that I wanted to have something for myself. I wanted to be this entrepreneur that was already embedded inside of me naturally. So I went to beauty college. And when I went to beauty college, I discovered that there was a science side of hair that really mattered to me. So I bridged the gap between science and art, but I really took heed to the scientific side of it. So what I did was when I started my own business and got into educating myself and becoming more aware between the modalities and the scalp issues and conditions that was happening on people's head, I really took that in consideration to try to find a way to help them. And then one day the light bulb turned on. And all of these things that I've always wanted to do, I was able to do. I was able to create my own products. I was able to create my own Ayurveda treatments for the clients. I was able to incorporate biocommunication and technologies to make sure that I cared for the person's hair properly. Although I know it's an internal thing first. I just have a couple of questions for you guys. Are you tired of wearing those wigs and weaves? What does your hair look like underneath there? Are you really caring for your own hair? Now listen, we've seen several celebrities go through the transition of cutting their hair. Speaking of Tamar Braxton, did you guys hear her testimony and her story, the time that she was so irritated by that weave that she had in her hair, she just wanted to rip it out and start anew. So she cut her hair off. What about Taraji P. Henson? She cut her hair too for a brand new start. What about Tiffany Haddish? She even went through the cycle and phases of transitioning into something new. Now, they may not be what you have to do, but what I'm here to introduce to you is a new way of looking at your hair. Since we can't change our DNA, why don't we just get into changing the things that we do to our hair and how we care for our hair? I'm here for you for those reasons. I want you guys to understand that the spiritual war that you're having on your hair, you no longer have to battle with that, as long as you trust the process. Join me at my workshop coming up. I want you guys to engage with me. I want you to tell the truth. Some of you guys are dealing with psoriasis, eczema, dermatitis, all those scalp maladies that are just killing your hair and your scalp, causing it to be weak, damaged, and fragile. How about getting back to the strength, the integrity? Let's change the way we do things. Let's go back to the basics. What could the basics be? I want to introduce you guys to some of my methods and techniques to help grow your hair, strengthen your hair, and allow yourself to enjoy your hair. Yes, your hair. Make the decision. Make the decision of what type of products you want to put on your hair, what type of styles and methods you want to do. I truly want to just help you guys come from out of hiding. I want to help you to take off the extensions. I want to help you to take off those wigs. I just really want to help you to grow your hair naturally and healthy. There's nothing we can do about the DNA. Nothing. That is your hair. It matters to me because I am the holistic hair guru who truly cares for your hair. Vote for me, Shanae Reddick. Vote for me, Shanae. That's SHAWNE. Text the number 773-207-3400. I holla.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hello. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Chanel. In 2020, the phrase Black Lives Matter echoed across the globe. Today I present the question to you: does your actions communicate that Black Lives Matter? All too often I see brothers and sisters with the same title refuse to support their counterparts because they view them as competitors. So how can you say that Black Lives Matter but refuse to like, to support, or to share or communicate programs, initiatives, and webinars of your fellow brother and sister businesses? Today my assignment is to challenge you to disregard the limited mindset and embrace the possibility mindset, because we are a distinct people made up of a variety of shades and giftings. We have different perspectives and systems in which we get things done. It is the diversity of our messages and our looks that speak to the variety that is assigned to our mission. Someone once stated, teamwork is coming together is a beginning, but keeping together is a process, and working together is success. So when we choose to unify, our audience and exposure expands, and we continue to grow in multiple ways. For together we provide a buffet of possibilities for all who will hear and apply the principles we teach for more effective solutions. So I urge all under the sound of my voice not to focus on titles, but focus on the possibility of growth. Maddie Spennick stated, unity is strength. Where there is teamwork and collaboration, wonderful things can be achieved. Now, many say keep it 100, but if we truly want to convince the world that our lives matter, we must know that we are the answer to our community, and our actions must show it. Audre Lorde stated, if I did not define myself for myself, I would be crunched into other people's fantasies for me and eaten alive. If we are to take a lesson from history and look at the Latin community, you will see a system of unity in which they work together to purchase a home, many living under the same roof, putting their money to purchase transportation and groceries. And as a result, their finances become strengthened to the point where you see different ones leaving because they have become financially stronger as a result of working together with their other fellow Latin members. And as a result, you see this cycle repeated over and over again. And if you look on a nationwide perspective, we see nationwide vibrant Latin businesses. I'm going to repeat that. As a result, we see nationwide vibrant Latin businesses. Now, within our community, it has become the norm to look at others and see what we are not, instead of looking at where our strength lies. The truth of the matter, once you realize who you are and where your strength lies, we too can look within our community and say that I need you. And together we can. And I'm going to allow you to fill in the blank. A wise person stated, if we're to look at nature, a flower does not think of competing with the flower that is next to them. It just blooms. And it is time for us to bloom. Now, if you want the world to take us seriously, we must take our initiatives and programs in business seriously with our actions. For those of you who want to hear more real talk for real people, vote for me by texting the keyword Chenille, which is spelled SHAUNEILLE, to 773-207-3400. Again, text the keyword Chenille to 773-207-3400. Thank you for your support.
Hello everyone, my name is Sabrina Moore and I'm coming to you today to talk about not cancer, my journey for your healing. I'm telling you, God is just such a blessing in my life. He always has been, but this journey was like none other that I had ever experienced. In 2012, I was supposed to be deployed to Afghanistan. Woohoo! I just saw the numbers for the dollar signs and I was just so excited. But I was diagnosed with breast cancer, so I could not be deployed. I cried and I cried. I cried not because I had breast cancer, but I cried because I couldn't be deployed to Afghanistan to make all that money that I thought I was going to be making. God stopped me in my tracks. So on my very first treatment, I went ahead with the treatments reluctantly. And as I was going through the treatments, the very first treatment that I encountered, 3 times the voice of God told me, if you encourage others, watch what I do for you. I said, okay, God, what does that mean? I mean, I encourage and I motivate, I laugh all the time. It was something totally different on a different level. So that very first treatment I went to, I had to help somebody. She was mean, she was nasty, she cursed, she was just didn't want to look at me, she snatched away from me. I thought she was going to hit me. And I said, okay, God, I'm done. I tried to do what you told me to do and it didn't seem like it worked. Well, as I went on and I continued to do what the voice of God told me to do, I'm telling you, it was just such a blessing. I could not believe what was happening. I went on through my treatments, and I tell you, as I continue to bless people, as I continue to encourage people, not no tangible blessings, but just the words in my mouth, what God was putting in my spirit for the other people. I'm telling you, people were healed, people were delivered, people were set free. Not only were they set free, healed, and delivered, but it was me also. My husband got laid off. I got laid off. And I was like, okay, God, I'm walking around here encouraging people, and how are we gonna pay these bills? Unemployment ain't gonna pay the bills that we got. So I was like, okay, God, what is going on? All I did was make that petition known unto God. And he brought back to my remembrance, if you encourage others, watch what I do for you. I said, okay, God. People start walking up to us, giving us $1,000 checks, $1,500, $500, $300, paying a bill. Give me your bill. I want to pay this bill for you. I want to buy you some food. And it was just like, we were so overwhelmed. And I said, God, you did say if I encourage others to watch what you was going to do for me. And this is what you're doing for me, because I was obedient and I stepped out and I encouraged others with the sickness that you had placed, that they had upon them and that I was going through. I say, God, I sure do thank you, because I had no clue that I was in store for this. But I'm telling you, when you're obedient to God, you will be blessed. And it was just so amazing, because I thought that I needed the money from Afghanistan. God said, I supply all your needs. I said, okay, God, I don't want to go to Afghanistan no more. I don't want to go, because it seems like we were getting more money coming in than what we were when we were working from our income combined. People were just blessing us. We did not ask anyone for anything. And I said, okay, God, this is something. I like this right here. I like this. And I say, God, we're just going to move on. We're just going to move out, and we're going to do that what you have called us to do. And I just thank you. And when you hear my journey, the entire journey, I'm telling you, you will be blessed. You will be blessed. It's a blessing. Anyone that reads my book, Not Cancer, My Journey for Your Healing, you will be blessed. So why don't you just go and vote for Sabrina Moore? And you can text at 773-207-3400. Again, Sabrina is the keyword, SABRINA, 773-207-3400. Vote for Sabrina. God bless.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hey, I'm Ryan C. Green, the Passionpreneur, and I'm so excited to be a featured speaker at this year's Black CEOs Iconic Summit. Listen, I am going to be sharing with you unmasking the scam of the best-selling author. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hold on, Ryan. What are you talking about? What do you mean a scam? Listen, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am the founder of Indie Author Pro, and Indie Author Pro, we specialize in helping independent authors become top earning authors without being famous. For the last 15 years, I have written books, published books, and helped other authors sell books. And listen, we've hit a best-selling list. This book, Amazon bestseller, Amazon bestseller, Amazon bestseller. Okay, the list goes on and on. Amazon bestseller, Amazon bestseller. These are just books that I've written myself, but the books that I've helped other authors publish and market as well. We've reached the Amazon.com bestsellers list, and I just want to share a secret with you. Amazon being a bestseller, while yeah, it feels good, it's a nice little title to add to your name, the bottom line is it doesn't really mean anything, okay? As a matter of fact, I don't even promote and market books on Amazon anymore because Amazon is really just one big it's one big piece of competition, right? It's your competition. It ends up being your competition when you're talking about selling books. I'm going to show you all about why that is in the actual seminar. So the goal isn't about becoming a best-selling author. If you're writing a book, your goal isn't about reaching the top of a list. Your goal should be about building revenue, right? How can you sell your book and actually make money from your book, okay? Yeah, your message may help people, but the bottom line is you want to generate revenue. When you're in business, you're not in business to be in a beauty pageant. You're in business to be productive, right? To be profitable. So the bestsellers list is something that that's beauty pageant stuff. But when the bottom line, when you look at the bottom line, how much money are you making from your book? How are you transforming this book into revenue? And that's what I want to talk about in our session that we're going to have the time we're going to have, because too many people are getting stuck on trying to be on a list. And the bottom line is that anyone really, it's so easy to become a bestseller on that list without ever really generating any revenue. So let's get past the titles, because anyone can go and put I'm a best-selling author, and who's really going by verifying, right? But the truth of the matter is, when you're doing something, you're building something, I'm going to show you how to actually take this book. If you're putting all your expertise into a book, if you're taking the time to do that book, then you need to go ahead and figure out how to build that into a business, how to use that book to attract more clients, how to use that book to scale your business, how to use that book to really generate more revenue. That's what we do with Indie Author Pro. That's what I'm going to tell you in the session at the Iconic Seminar. So look, I look forward to talking to you if you are an author before you release your book this year. Before you go out there and say, hey, buy my book, don't miss this workshop. I'm going to show you the secrets on how to really position yourself so that you can really be successful. Listen, the average book sells 250 copies in its first year. The average book, of all the books released, the average sells 250 copies in its first year. Multiply that by 20. What, you talking about $5,000? So is $5,000 your goal with your book, or are you trying to make $100,000, $500,000? Whatever your goal is, understand there's secrets to this thing. All right, and I'm going to share some with you, how to get past worrying about being a bestseller and how to become a top revenue author. Okay, but you got to register for the Iconic Summit. You got to go ahead and register for the course, register for the talk that I'll be doing. You know, and I look forward to working with you. And what? Man, there's a contest. Oh, they just told me there's also a contest, right? There's actually going to be a contest for the top speaker, the Iconic Speaker of the Year, and you can vote for me. So listen, they said text Ryan, that's the keyword, text RYAN to 773-207-3400. If you text Ryan to 773-207-3400, you can vote for me to be the Iconic Speaker of the Year. I know I just said don't worry about titles, but I mean, we're talking about iconic, right? That's great. So vote for me for that. And if you like what I'm talking about, you want to learn more, make sure you register for my workshop at the Iconic Summit. I look forward to seeing you there and making this year iconic.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
Hi everyone, and my name is Raquel Hall. I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about trusting the process. Trusting the process takes a lot. It's not easy. Definitely when you are trusting things that is going on in your life for a reason, it's gonna take a lot out of you. But I'm telling you, it will work out if you trust the process. You have to understand doors are closing for a reason. People are falling out your life for a reason. The pandemic happened for a reason. That business that you was trying to pursue, it failed for a reason. That weight loss program, that relationship, that marriage, whatever it is, it failed for a reason. But it wasn't for the reason for you to be a failure. See, let me tell you something. When you trust the process, you may fall a couple of times, bump your head, get a bruise on it. But the problem is not that you failed. The problem is that you didn't get back up. See, we always think when we fail at something, we're a failure. No, the failure comes when you don't try. You have to trust the process. Things are going to happen, but it happens for a reason. When I say me being a motivational speaker, I would have never thought about being a motivational speaker. I always just gave people advice, and that's it. Didn't realize a lot of the things I was telling people, how everybody clung to me, how my spirit was so great. It was a reason God made me like this, because I had to trust the process. So things that has happened to me in my past, bad and good, it was all a reason for me to get to this point. It was all a reason for me to be a better person. It was all a reason for me to help others that's going through the same things or has went through the same things that I have went through. But I had to trust the process. See, when you fall and bump your head and you don't get up, that is the problem. You're going to have bruises. You're going to have cuts. You're going to have scrapes. All those things may happen to you, but the problem is when you don't put some ointment on it, put a bandage on it, and keep pushing. Things might have happened to you in your life and doors closed and you was wondering, why? Why me? But why stop asking the question, why you? Start asking, why not you? Why you can't be the best at whatever you're trying to be? Why you can't be the next millionaire? Why you can't be the next mogul? Why I can't be the #1 motivational speaker in the world? I can. I just have to trust the process. Everything is happening and things are falling in my lap for a reason. Things are taken out of my life for a reason. But you just gotta trust it. It's coming. Your day is coming. But let me tell you something. The process will go on, but nothing is going to happen to you in your life. All those things that you're praying for, all those things that you're begging for, is not gonna come when you're not ready. It's a process. Everything is a process. An assembly line, it's a process. When someone gives you directions in a box to build a shelf, you can't just look at the picture and just be like, well, I think I can just guess this. You can't. It's a process. You got to follow the steps. You can't go from step 1 all the way to step 10. It's not going to happen. What you think is going to happen when that happens? It's going to fall apart. If you follow the steps, it will work. The same thing, that's a process. That's called a process. It's steps in it. Your life, it's a process. You can't go from 0 to 100. It's not going to happen. But if you trust the process, it will work itself out. I promise you it is. Let me tell you the things that's happening to me in my life right now. I'm trusting the process. Becoming a motivational speaker. Now I'm a motivational coach. Now I'm a life coach. But I had to trust the process. I would have never thought about these things. Process. It takes steps. I had to fall out with certain people that wasn't meant to go with me to the next step. The process. I had to end relationships that I never would have thought I would have ended. The process. It's all a part of the plan. It's all a part of the plan, but you have to trust it. Thank y'all so much. And I would love if you guys would text the code. The keyword is Raquel H. My name is spelled RAQUEL. The last name is H. That is the keyword. I need you to text that keyword right now to the phone number is 773-207-3400. Once again, the keyword is RAQUELH. Text that to 773-207-3400. Thank you, and thanks for voting for me.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that
This was midweek and 10 minutes before noon. I was looking forward to lunch. I had some leftover rice and peas and oxtail. That man, I knew that I couldn't wait to get my hands on when it was time for lunch. It was now that time. I jumped in my car, turned my music up, and on my way home for lunch, looking forward to this leftover rice and peas and oxtail. I had only lived 7 minutes away from work, so it was the norm for me to go home to have lunch from time to time. This particular day, as I pulled into my driveway, I noticed there was a U-Haul truck parked in my driveway. Now, my neighbors and I lived very close. We were friends, and maybe one of them was using my driveway to move something. That was okay with me. So I proceeded to my front door, excited, looking forward to this rice and peas and oxtail. As I got closer to my front door, I realized my door is open. So now I'm in shock and I want to know what is happening. Am I being burglarized? So I went around the back of the house where our sliding door was transparent. That rush, and they were just moving out my stuff. So now with curiosity, I am racing to the front of the house to enter to find out who are these guys and why are they moving out my bedroom set. 3 minutes later, I discovered my ex-wife is moving out without my knowledge. I had no clue of her intentions to move, but she was tired and sick of my behavior. At that moment, I realized, wow, professionally I was doing great, earning the money, climbing that professional ladder, but personally, I was failing. And I stood and I said, God didn't create me to walk in balance. So that's when I took the time to make one of the best decisions ever in my life. And that was to seek therapy. Amazing thing. During therapy, I discovered who Pete truly was, how I can enhance the relationships around me professionally and personally. With further research and studies, I've also put together an international best-selling book called When a Man Loves. When a Man Loves actually talks about how you can be transparent as a man, how you can actually communicate through your emotions once you understand your behavior style. And I'd love to share with you more about this story. My name is Pete Kennedy, and I will be on the BlackCEO Icon Speakers event for 2021 from February the 22nd to the 28th is the date of that event. But you have an opportunity to nominate or vote for me by actually typing my name, Pete, and texting that to the number 773-207-3400. Again, text my name, Pete, to the number 773-207-3400 to nominate or vote for me to be one of the top speakers on the BlackCEO Icon for 2021. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Come and hear the rest of this story.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
What makes you iconic? What creates Black brilliance? You see, it's the royal blood that's flowing through your veins. You were birthed into greatness. Greetings. I'm lifestyle and abundance coach Kim Bullock-Hennix, and I specialize in abundant mindset, personal development, revolutionary leadership, and authentic spiritual teaching. Today, my mission is to deliver a message which sets you apart from the ordinary by teaching you to step into your God-given destiny, by dismissing the bankrupt mindset, uprooting poverty mentality, and embracing royalty as part of your spiritual DNA. Let's activate a right now movement, kings and queens. It's time to take your stance for Black excellence. This is an exclusive event for Black entrepreneurs who are making great impacts in their industry. As life changes, sometimes it may try to knock your crown off, king or queen. I want to encourage you today to get back on track and take your crown back, Black CEO. You were birthed into greatness. In my workshop, I'm providing 5 powerful steps to master the art of facilitating systematic processes to enhance your work ethic performance. As a Black CEO, we must recognize that you were set apart from the ordinary. You see, in Jeremiah 1:5, it states, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, you were set apart." To be set apart means to be distinguished, to be rare, unique, to be extraordinary. Now is your time to live your purpose and make an extraordinary impact on the lives of others. You were hand-chosen to be a daughter or a son of our royal Heavenly Father. You stand out and shine like no other. Black CEO, you belong in a community of iconic kings and queens. Your identity unlocks your inheritance. You were birthed into greatness. Today, experience abundantly the complete inheritance that Jesus purchased for us on the cross. See, when we operate as royalty, we exalt the highest form of who we are. As we grow and mature in life, our position changes. And with each elevation, your titles and responsibilities advance. You're Black and iconic. There's nothing mediocre about you. You were birthed into greatness. I have a slogan that I like to teach my clients to live by. It's 2 powerful words: crown on. That's it. But that's enough. Crown on. Yes, that's right, Black King. That's right, Black Queen. See, when you wake up in the morning, I want you to place your crown of honor, your crown of royalty, your crown of power on your head, and never let anyone take your crown off. Hold your head high. Be proud of how God made you and who you are. Because when you lower your head, your crown falls off. You lower your standards and you settle for less. See, we're not asking you at Black CEO to pay any upfront costs to register. The event is complimentary. The only thing we're asking you for is your time to improve your emotional and your spiritual immune system. If you're ready to ignite royal protocol, thrive supernaturally, and eliminate that broke mentality, join me at Black CEO by texting Kim B to 773-207-3400. I'd love your support. Once again, you can vote for me by texting the keyword Kim B to 773-207-3400. Gain a leading edge on industry secrets and register today at blackandiconic.com for your complimentary ticket to participate in my virtual workshop, Birth into Greatness. You were not designed to barely survive, but to thrive, Black CEO. Yes, crown on.
You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. 'Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best.
I hate divorce. Yeah. I don't think you heard me in the back, so let me say it for those of you in the back. Hey, I hate divorce. Yeah, I said it. What you gonna do about it? Nothing? But do you know what I hate more than divorce? Marriage. I know that screwed some of you up. You were thinking that if I hate divorce, then I must certainly love marriage. No, I don't. I know. For some of you, the other half of you guys, you're probably like, whew, I'm glad to know somebody else hate marriage just like me, because I can't stand my husband. Woo, let me tell you. But I don't hate marriage for the reasons you may suspect. Like, I'm not some disgruntled husband who hates his wife or whose marriage is in shambles or anything like that. I actually have a really excellent wife. So let's clap for her because she inspired this hatred for marriage. You guys have no idea what's going on, do you? But that's my point. My wife and I have come to a few conclusions about why people divorce. And many of those reasons have absolutely nothing or very little to do with the reasons that most people cite on their divorce decrees. So let's hear from you guys about what are some of the reasons that people cite on their divorce decrees. Let's hear it. Infidelity, for sure. Finances, that's another one. I think that's number one. Irreconcilable differences. Whoa, his secretary. Oh, yeah. I guess he better call Tyrone. Here's the thing. All of those are good examples, but they aren't good reasons. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is that these examples aren't good reasons because they are good results. Meaning that every reason that you cited, infidelity, finances, every reason that you cited previously is actually a result of something deeper that happened either earlier in the marriage or maybe even earlier in the life of the person before they ever even got married. However, before the divorce ever occurred, of course, they walked down the aisle all excited and googly-eyed, and they said, I do, I love her, I do. But let me ask something to all of you that have ever been divorced. How long did it take you to get divorced? Probably several months, right? And you had to seek legal counsel, right? And then you had to go through the court system, right? And then you had to wait and find out who was going to get the kids, right? And then you had to find out who was going to get the house, right? Why do I feel like a choir director that's saying, like, do you want to take it up a little higher? Anyway, when the divorce was finally over, you still wound up having to wait an extremely long amount of time before you could legally get with your side piece. Let me go on. Now let me ask you another question. How long did it take you guys to get married? This is a trick question, so think about it. How long did it take you to get married? It probably took a year for some of you. For some of you, it was shorter, maybe a month. However, in many of those cases of marriage, there was little to no process for the marriage, right? Most of the process was for the wedding, not the marriage. And herein lies the problem with marriage. And if you want to find the answer to the problem with marriage, then to vote for me, text the keyword Edward, EDWARD, to 773-207-3400. Again, to vote for me, text the keyword Edward to 773-207-3400. Hope to see you there. Peace.
You're the